The Trump administration stated on Monday that the use of Tylenol during pregnancy may be linked to an increased risk of autism and that pregnant women should limit their use, contradicting medical evidence. We can add this to his other great medical claims, including windmills cause cancer, ivermectin treats COVID, ingesting bleach kills COVID, and you can tell the age of a president by how many pedophiles are in his ring of friends. Jimmy Kimmel is returning to the air. First, ABC caved and suspended him. Now, Turning Point USA says ABC and Disney caved by removing the suspension. I guess after 2 caves, we'll find if one barely significant misstatement will reshape Kimmel's comedy. The Catholic Church has a manpower problem, and it's getting worse. A sharp decade-long decline in the number of young men who want to become priests has only accelerated since the pandemic. Fewer and fewer men see a lifetime of celibacy, poverty, and obedience as desirable. The decrease in priests can affect future issues of Hot Priests of the Vatican calendars. That magazine was filled with filth. Fathers I'd like to find in my centerfold. Hunter Nadeau, 23, the suspect in Saturday's fatal shooting at a country club in Nashua, New Hampshire, waived his arraignment on Monday during his first court appearance and is being held without bail on a second-degree murder charge, according to officials. Nadeau is accused of killing Robert Stephen DeCesare, 59, and wounding 2 others. But since Trump and the DOJ can't find an angle to exploit, they are ignoring it. This has been the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll with headlines and punchlines for September 23rd, 2025. Join me live at the Church of Last Resort Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on MindDog TV.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host or guest and should not be interpreted as statement of fact. Independent fact-checking and corrections are encouraged.
Can we get a cup of coffee in here, please?
Damn good coffee and hot.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Bum, 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 bum.
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with a Dog. You make me laugh.
Nah, not me. Oh, that's a shame. Look, we're like 5 minutes in because of that Toby news. I'm sorry. I am sorry. No, I really am. Good morning, folks. That's probably going to blah, blah, blah. I should just turn it off again because it looks like it wants to blah, blah, blah on its own. I did. Good morning, folks. It is Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025. Rapture Day. If you're going up, it's been nice knowing you. I bid farewell to my wife this morning. She's going up. Me, I got a ticket for downtown, and might be today. I think truth is, My flight's been delayed. My bus has been delayed. Whatever the hell is going downtown, whatever the hell is going to hell, they want me to suffer more. They're not just letting me off the hook and saying, okay, today's the day. But, the thing is, with Rapture Day being today, you're not going to miss anybody because chances are only a few people are going up. Really, there's 8 billion of us, maybe 800 tops worldwide are going up. So it won't really make a difference. You're stuck with us. Sorry. So what's the big deal? Happy Rosh Hashanah. Happy New Year. Happy? Well, New Year. Not happy. Just New Year. Yeah, so if you're Jewish and you're celebrating today, I don't know, you're celebrating with, how do you celebrate today if you're a Jew? You wait. There's no balls to drop unless it's your own balls. Anybody gathering in Times Square, and for what? It's a Tuesday. Kids are out of school. If you're unfortunate enough to have the little rugrats running around your house, it's not a happy day. You would wish for Rapture or Blondie to come and sing Rapture to your kids. I did talk to Andy Andrews today, who recommends grabbing them by the feet and not letting them go up. Andy is not going to be on our 1000th show because he's traveling that day. I'm thinking it's going to be October 20th. If there is an October 20th, don't call me. Don't call me, bastards. So that's it. Andy and Doug got crashed by Dave Attell last night, which is nice. Two of my favorite comedians and Dave Attell. It's funny, right? That's a little joke there. Anyway, so we have no guest for you today. So basically, we're covering the Rapture live. We got our men on the street. No, we don't. We don't even have a street. We don't have men. We got nothing. I didn't even try to get a guest. Listen, I spent the night regretting all the mistakes made in my life, and because I don't know because you probably don't. You're not tied into the same ridiculous stupidity that I am. But on my Facebook page and my Twitter page and Scientific American and all these things, I'm getting these things about Italian science. And you can't trust Italian scientists. Come on. I could say this because I'm an Italian scientist. But they say that they've discovered that the way they phrase it, decisions that are made in the future can affect the past. So I'm thinking, well, this is the future if you're in the past. This isn't the future from now, but from then it's the future. So if I change my decisions today, I can affect the mistakes I made in my youth. So I spent the night trying to do that. And guess what? It didn't work. I'm still a fucked up old man ready to go downtown. So that's what you have. Well, Elizabeth Croydon seems to have forgotten that she's the news person here, which I don't know. She brought it up. I didn't say, hey, why don't you do the news? It slipped her mind. And apparently, GD and the Rev kind of had a prediction, a forthcoming, a prognostication that this might happen. As you heard, the Rev was there with the news. I don't know. Hold on, Mike. Like, I'm sorry. Did I just hurt your ears? So if you're not paying attention to the news, God bless you. Good for you. Because Tylenol causes autism, although autism was around before Tylenol was a thing. Kind of strange. I don't know who's got stock in Tylenol's competitor. That's what I want to know. Who's trying to sell whatever? I don't even know what they are. Advil or whatever the hell the competitor is to Tylenol. Chances are somebody in the Trump administration has major stock in that. I have stock in a different kind of pain reliever, and I would like to let you know about it right here and right now.
With humble East Coast beginnings in 2015, Daily High Club is the premier destination for glass water pipes, vaporizers, and consumption accessories. If you're looking to elevate your smoking game to the next level, you're in the right place. With over 1 million top-quality smoking
Hey,
products
who's
sold,
not in the right
and with a
place?
growing base of over 10,000 monthly subscribers worldwide, we deliver the ultimate smoking experience. But Daily High Club is not just a retailer, we're lovers of the smoking scene ourselves, working with giants like Tommy Chong, Snoop Dogg, Chanel West Coast, and more. Ready to join the Daily High Club? Let our experts curate your collection with our awesome El Primo monthly subscription box, or grab one of our fun and unique pieces from our smoke shop. Click the link in the description below this video to get this party started now.
Now, speaking of people who are not in the right place, ladies and gentlemen, in the room not with me right now is Crack the Skies. Crack the Shoe. Looks like Crack the Shoe. Crack the Skull. Crack the. It looks like Crack the CO. SIO. Crack the SIO. I don't know what happened to GD. He might have gone up. Apparently, he's been raptured. We were supposed to be covering this live. Unfortunately, we were watching a Daily High Club commercial when GD got pulled up, and nobody had the opportunity to grab his stinky feet. So he's up. I guess we can get rid of him. Anybody want to fill GD's seat today while we cover the Rapture live? I'm just going to take him out because he's no longer with us. You know what? Good for him. He led a good life. He deserves to go up. I don't. You see behind me, there's a wine glass that is drawn on a canvas. Why? It's a good question. I got a paint party request yesterday in Astoria, Queens, the comedy capital of New York City. A lot of comedians. It's like a little. It's like the Laurel Canyon of comedians, and it's a paint on wine glasses party. And I've never painted on wine glasses. I don't want to paint on wine glasses because I'm goofy. I'm goofy as hell, clumsy as hell, and I'm gonna break them. And I'm gonna you can't get your finger oil on it, whatever. You gotta touch it, hold it with like gloves or some kind of tissue paper while you're doing it. And if you know me, you know I'm gonna fuck it up because I'm a fuck up. Oh, GD's back. I guess he got deraptured. Can you get deraptured? I didn't know you could get deraptured.
I apologize. Oh, first of all,
No,
yeah.
you don't have to apologize for getting deraptured. That just means they just figured out that what most of us know, he doesn't belong here.
Well, let me do this right because I don't want to disappoint my fans.
I have to say good morning, GD, first.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Good morning, GD, first.
Good morning, America. MindDogTV.com. Are you one of the chosen few who planned on being raptured?
No.
After you get over your disappointment and you realize that you still need the stuff you got rid of? Well, if you need spiritual guidance, you can call the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll anytime, day or night, to be consoled. Gosh,
Wow.
you really are gullible, aren't you? Well, this is so easy. You people are so stupid.
Wow.
MyDogTV.com. Enjoy the suffering and support the local mercenaries.
You know, I thinking back, I gave Willie some bad advice. Well, I gave him good advice at the time, but if on Rapture Day, it
must
would
have
be
been good advice, but it was at the wrong time.
Exactly. Dr. John was responsible for me giving Willie bad advice because he should take that loan out for $10,000. What he thought he was going to get $30,000. He was so sure he was going to win or get $30,000 from Facebook that he was going to take a loan out, like somebody would give him a loan for $10,000 and then give it to charity to prove his faith in his ability to make $30,000 in a month. Today would be a good day to do that. If somebody wants to lend me $10,000 and I'll give it to charity. If you believe that, you're probably dialing the rev right now.
And he's picking up. He's our deacons are on the phone. Our deacons are live taking calls right now.
Yeah. Daniel has a comment. I don't know Daniel. Do we know Daniel? Daniel with a D. As a Christian, my favorite
Daniel,
part of
my
today.
brother. Yeah.
Oh, And I could see the red tail lights heading for Spain. As a Christian, my favorite part of today is seeing these people tomorrow. The internet is going to be fun tomorrow, assuming the UN meeting today doesn't go wild. Well, to me, I'd rather see them get raptured. See them tomorrow. I get it. You want a I told you so today, tomorrow, but I'd rather they told me so and be rid of them. Because I'd rather die with the citizen. What the hell is that? I'd rather die with
I'd
the
rather
citizen.
die with the
Cry with the citizen, pray with the
citizens.
saints. Something?
Yeah.
Laugh with the saints. I don't know. I call Billy Joel. Get me straight on this. No, I want to acknowledge the false teachers. Yeah, I get it. That's a told you so moment, and I get it. Yeah,
I have to excuse myself for like about a minute and 10 seconds.
Uh-oh.
And I'll
Okay.
be right back.
What's going on with GD? Let's watch him get raptured. Watch. Go. Up. All right. So if you don't know, Jimmy Kimmel, if there is a tonight, I think there's going to be a tonight. Don't you think there's going to be a tonight? Jimmy Kimmel's going to be back on the air, and I don't have the air. I don't have television in my house. I don't have cable. I don't have broadcast TV. I wonder, do they simulcast on anything on the internet? I would love to see the monologue. It's not like I've ever watched a Jimmy Kimmel monologue before, ever in my life. What is GD popping in and popping out with other pop-ins and pop-outs? He's got some computer shit going on, probably. But, oh, yeah, it's probably his phone because it's just automatically coming in and buffering like that. I don't know what's going on with GD. Maybe something spiritual, something of a spiritual nature. Oh, no, he's outdoors now. What the hell? He's showing us his outdoor camera. Oh, that's our live coverage of the rapture, I guess. I don't see anybody up there. Skycam. Are we bringing him back in? Are you coming back in or no? Are you want to be back in or not? You don't even know. He doesn't even know. He can put himself back in whenever the hell he's ready to be back in. Where was I? On Kimmel. I've never seen a monologue, but I'm curious how he's going to address this. If he's going to apologize to the Charlie Kirk fans out there, and why? That would be a little weak. The GD or the Rev was talking about caving. I think that would be because he didn't say anything offensive about Charlie Kirk at all. I am surprised he's back this soon. I'm surprised ABC said, GD, what are you doing back there? You want in or you want out? What are you doing? He doesn't know. Let's just watch him fiddle with wires. Let's do that. So I don't know if ABC is going to force his hand and tell him to do an insincere apology or what's going on? You're weird now today. Are you nervous? Are you nervous about going down instead of up? What's your problem?
No. I forgot something. When you said "a man on the street," I forgot to set up the rapture cam.
That's what I thought it was, but there's nobody going up yet. Well, what is there a specific time this is supposed to happen?
I don't know, but we're covering it live. So when it does happen, we have eyes out there.
How do you know that's where? Because the sky's a pretty big thing.
Because if I point it the other way, it's pointing at the sun and will blind people.
I think that's probably where they will go, right? They will go burn up into the sun and then, I don't know, become, I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a spiritual guy at all. I should be a spiritual guy.
Well, and I can tell you that the battery on my portable spot is not going to last very long. It's at 36%, so I don't think we're going to have rapture cam for the whole show.
Well, again, I don't know what time it is. Would it be sundown? Would it be noon?
And also we have different meridians. We have 24 meridians, 24 time zones at least. So I don't know which.
Wouldn't you think for people who get today the beginning like East Asia? Wouldn't we know that some people wouldn't be rapture?
First of all, East Asians are all heathens anyway. They're not going.
All of them?
Every last one of them.
What about Sung Yi? No,
no. All of them. They're heathens. All of them.
We are trying to capture the rapture in your snapshot, Carl. Carl, you're welcome to join us if you want to join us. I'll send you a link. I'm sending you a link whether or not, and if you decide you want to pop in, then pop in. We have no guests today, and you can understand why we have no guests today, because who would want to be a guest on Rapture Day, knowing they're going up, right? Am I right or am I right?
I have a question for you, real quick.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Question. Oh,
My
yeah.
wife asked me, just a question my wife asked me, so I have to ask you because I see you, so that's why I'm asking. My wife said to me, because I got something in the mail from Sweetwater that I'd ordered, my wife goes, I think you just ordered from Sweetwater because they give you candy.
They give you candy?
Oh, yeah, when you order stuff from Sweetwater, when it comes, there's candy in the packet.
They must know you're a diabetic and fucking with you, because I've never gotten candy from
Really?
Sweetwater. Yeah.
You've never gotten candy?
Yes. And I'm a guy who I can't get enough sugar. I mean, I'm a sugar addict. And maybe they know that about me. Maybe they say, fuck, we're not enabling his addiction.
No, you're really, you don't get candy. I get candy with every order.
Wow. What kind of candy? Is it good?
I get I get like this last one. I got a bit of honey. You know, they're all miniatures. Look at that.
They want you to play.
Face.
They want you to play a bit of honey, which is what, Tijuana brass.
I think so. So I get a bit of honey. I got a sweethearts. You know the little candies that like the little plastic. That's
like pure sugar. That's like
yes.
That's like Colombian pure sugar.
yeah. I all right. The rapture, I think, is happening. Did you hear
I didn't
that?
see anything. I didn't see what happened.
Oh, well, that sounded like the trumpets. Yeah. I get so excited when I see the raptures coming. I just get so excited.
We need a trumpet. Isn't that the case? We need a trumpet.
Well, or a strumpet, right?
Yeah.
So what else?
I gotta call Sweetwater and complain.
I got some Laffy Taffy. And I got a fruit roll. It's like now the Laffy Taffy tastes like banana. Is a banana flavored taffy. Was banana flavored taffy.
Now you're getting me hard.
And the fruit roll was like a strawberry kiwi blend.
All right, now I'm getting soft again.
And it was really good. And then they sent me like one of those little peppermints, which I put out for the squirrels because I don't eat the peppermint things.
Wow. The roll thing's no good. But the sweet
but it's actually basically it said fruit roll, but it's basically fruit flavored taffy.
Can you get obviously you can if you just keep ordering guitars all day long, but do you have a good old candy store near you anywhere? I have one that's 35 miles away, and sometimes I will do it.
When I was in North Carolina, there was this really great candy store. And it had the classics, like you could walk in there and order like a butternut. Not order, but there was stuff that we grew up with, that they don't put in the shelves anymore because they're not big brand names anymore,
I like the bubblegum cigarettes that had the powdered sugar.
Yeah. They had like the bubblegum cigarettes. Now they did have one of those stores in the mall near me, but then the mall barely has any stores. So
yeah, the mall burned down. Didn't burn down. It just COVID down.
There was back when I thought I was going to open my own comedy business club thing. Before I don't want to talk about it. The money. I don't want to talk about what happened to the money.
Oh, it's a sad memory.
God! It still.
I don't know if you know this. But you could make a decision today that will affect the past and change and make that turn out right, according to science.
No, but because according to the Galaxy Quest, the Omega-13 only goes back for 13 seconds. So I would have to corrected it in real time, and I didn't find out about it until like several days, like maybe a week or two after the money was gone.
I tried it anyway. It's all bullshit. It doesn't work. I spent the night making better decisions than I made in my youth, and nothing changed. I'm still I woke up. I didn't wake up. I stayed up, but I stayed up the same loser that I was before I tried to go to sleep and wasn't able to get to sleep. If that makes any sense. I'm still the same old, still the same old dopey loser. So I don't know where these scientists get this whole fucking thing that you could change the past by decisions in the future. Maybe I have to wait until the future to make that
what
decision.
it is if you make a decision today, 20 years from now, it'll be the past, and then you will have affected the past in the future.
I'm not sure that's. Well, I'm not sure of anything anymore. But I did bid farewell on my wife this morning because I know we're not going in the same direction. She's going to the Haitian wedding, and you're probably wondering if you listened yesterday at all. You're probably wondering. I thought Matt's wife was like kind of Republican and MAGA. Where's she doing having all these Haitian friends? How do you think they're finding all these cats to eat? My wife is an enabler. She's feeding cats to Haitians.
and that's why she was feeding them at your house to draw them in. Yeah. So that black cat that disappeared didn't just disappear.
I think the black cat that disappeared was the steak I had. It didn't seem like cow to me. I don't know. No wonder they were ready with all the steaks and no seafood. It was all cats and dogs.
Now the one-eyed cat, is that one-eyed cat still around, or did he get infected and die?
He's popping into people. He's peeping into pop poop seafood something. The one-eyed cat peeping in the seafood store. It's like a one-eyed cat. No, shake, rattle, and roll. I'm like a one-eyed cat peeping.
Oh, I don't remember this. I don't. It's been so long since I shook, rattled, and rolled that I don't know the lyrics for that one.
I'm like a one-eyed cat peeping in a seafood store. I don't know how you. It's like a peeping Tom,
which would be a male cat.
What was that? That was a rapture.
More rapture stuff.
I'm not seeing any of it. I'm really sad about that. Andy Andrews, who is the king of rapture comedy. I don't know if you know this about Andy. He's the king of rapture comedy. He was crashed by Dave Attell, your favorite, not your favorite, your wife's favorite.
My wife's favorite.
Your wife's favorite comedian. Him and Stanhope were crashed by Attell last night in Eugene, Oregon. Like, who the fuck goes to Eugene, Oregon? Wait, comedy in Eugene? But Andy, I asked Andy, and he can't be with us on October 20th, which will be the 1,000th show. I'm a little disappointed. A lot.
I mean, I am too. You want me to call him? You think it'd make a difference?
It won't make a difference. He's going to be on the road. And
oh yeah, I can perform on the road. Why can't he?
No, he's going to. Yeah, right. So, good morning, Carl. Speaking of rapture, Carl is not going up. Carl is staying down here with us heathens. He's just not.
I'm not going to be able to hear you for a minute. God damn it.
Yeah.
Welcome, Carl. Carl. Matt was. I'm sorry. Do you order anything from Sweetwater?
Carl, order anything?
I don't know. Look. You know what I know.
He has a bass, right? Carl, you have a bass? Don't you have a bass? He doesn't. He can't hear us. Can he not hear us?
And he's muted.
Oh, he's muted and he can't hear us.
He's deaf, mute, and blind, right? Or is he
well, that's what happened right before the rapture. They say everybody goes deaf, dumb, and blind, right?
Or there's the deaf, dumb, and blind are the ones that are waiting for the rapture.
It looks like finally,
sorry guys, audio issues.
Yeah. Good morning, Carl. What's new? How are you? Is that like a rapture scene behind you, or is that just like London burning?
Well, I was thinking it was maybe Times Square, but I think it might be like India or something. It looks like India now.
Oh, yeah. So
now, when you say it looks like India now, you mean now that you've looked at it, or now as in current day India? If we went to India right now, if we went to India right now, that's what it would look like.
This is the tourist photos for Mumbai.
I feel like taking the sweater off. It was cold here this morning when I got out of my death chamber, my torture chamber, and now it's getting hot in here. I feel like taking the sweater off. But that was...
You want me to mute the rapture cam?
Huh?
You want me to mute the rapture cam?
I thought that was sound effects.
No, that's the rapture cam.
I like the rapture cam, but I want to hear somebody going up. Like, no, then nobody's going to make a sound.
We don't know. Look.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. We caught a rapture online. We caught a live rapture.
Oh shit!
Wow. Now I don't know if you know this, but Carl's 5 hours ahead. He should have seen half of Manchester, England.
What time is the rapture?
It's probably all day because there's
all day.
No matter what time, it's because it's got to be whatever that time is somewhere.
I guess there's a lot of admin with a rapture. You know what it's like getting into like a venue, into a stadium or out of a stadium? I think the rapture must be a lot of admin, logistics, turnstiles, security.
Yeah. Too bad Stephen Ortiz wasn't a better behaved person, because that would be fun to see. Try to lift that fat fucker up.
Well, God would have given him legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guy.
I want to say something real quick, man, only because I think last week I went to an open mic and I trashed the behavior of the comics that were there.
Standard. That's every visit to every comedy night for me.
Well, I went to the same place last night, Mr. Tongue's open mic, and although only one of the loudmouth comics that did all the talking was there, he was so repentant that he couldn't even look me in the eye when he came in that last night.
Wow.
He was like, yeah. Well, I don't know if that's repent or the fact that he knew that he fucked up. I don't know. But when Ron came in, Ron goes, I think tonight would be a lot more quiet than last time.
Maybe he saw that reel yesterday that it kind of suggested that you were Frankenstein's monster. That was a little weird. It hit at the perfect moment. The guy said, Frankenstein. Who was the guy? I forget who the guy was. John Finger is in the audience here, and he says, see you on the 24th. I don't think so, John. The reason I think if anybody goes up, John Finger will be pulled up, because John Finger is almost saint-like in his patience in dealing with like a tyrant. And when I say a tyrant, John used to be the sound guy and manager for a band, road manager for a band called Vavoom that I played with twice in my experience. And the leader of that band was like an insufferable tyrant. And John dealt with him for many, many years and put up with his. So John deserves to go up before any of us. Yeah.
I took a test, a psychological test when I was a child because my mother was concerned about some things that she had witnessed.
I'm sure my child's black. We're gonna have to get him psychological.
So my mother was concerned about some things that she had witnessing my behavior, so she had me tested. And the test is one of those abnormal psychology tests, kinda. And I got a perfect score. So they said to my mother, "Your son is either a saint or a psychopath." And I'm going to find out if I'm a saint. I should be going today, right?
Yeah, I'm betting on psychopath without a doubt. Psychopath. That's. I don't know. I still am not clear on the difference between psychopath and sociopath. Now let's talk comedy. Kimmel tonight. Kimmel is. Are you surprised that Kimmel's back tonight?
I'm surprised he's back tonight. Because I thought he was going to, because he was already planning on 3 lawsuits.
Right.
He was already, his attorneys was already like, okay, we're suing Disney, we're suing ABC, we're suing FCC.
Yeah.
And so, and he probably would have won all 3 of those cases.
You think? I don't know. What do you think caused ABC to grow a pair of balls? Was it? It couldn't have been people. He only had 1 million viewers, which is not.
It's not. It wasn't bad.
Wow, 1 million viewers would be like fucking incredible.
Yeah, but it's not the viewers. It's the principle. My wife and I do not watch Jimmy Kimmel, but my wife and I decided that we were going to drop Disney.
But
Disney Plus.
Wouldn't Disney know that? Like he only had 1 million viewers, but we got 3 million people saying they'll never watch ABC again, and they never were. So wouldn't ABC know that? Like,
yeah, but it's not the ABC thing. It's the Disney money.
I guess people can't Disney Plus or whatever, right?
We were dropping our Disney Plus subscription, and people was doing that by the droves. And matter of fact, the reason why we hadn't dropped ours yet because my wife said, go through Disney to make sure you've watched everything that you want to watch because we're going to drop it. And I went, okay. And I didn't get a chance to do it because I went to do the open mic. And by the time and we found out yesterday. So I had other shit to do. We found out yesterday that he was coming back on the air. And so I said, and my wife says, do you still want to cancel Disney? I said, well, let's wait till the new Daredevil comes out. I'm sorry. I love Daredevil on the series. I don't know.
I don't even know what it is.
I love the Netflix. I've not seen the newer version yet. The what's it called?
Reborn. Now the first 7th and 8th episodes are written by or rewritten by the original people who wrote the first ones that were on Netflix.
All right.
Okay. Cool. What happens? See what happens? They'd gotten a new crew to write with Disney one. They got a new crew, and it was sucking. And so, but they had shot all this stuff, and so they reached out to the old crew, and the old crew was like, "Well, we will write." I think they wrote 7 and 8 and tweaked 1, but they had to make it based on. They had to write it based on stuff that they already had. The other 6 episodes that was written by those other people. The next season, season 2 of Reborn, is going to be written by. It's all going to be written by the original people.
They learned a lesson.
Yeah, and like I said, it was good. It was good, especially.
So you're saying none of them will be raptured today. That's what you're saying. When you say season 2,
the Disney writers will not be raptured. Is raptured the good or the bad thing? It's a good thing, isn't it?
It depends on your point of view.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'd prefer to go to hell because I think sin is more fun.
You're a Billy Joel fan, in other words.
Yeah.
You'd rather laugh with the sinners and cry.
Although angels can't wear bras because of the wings, so they've got the tits out all the time. But I imagine I think it's just been bad propaganda about hell. Hell sounds like fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why would Satan punish people for sinning? He wouldn't. He would go, high five, man. Come down, have fun. Here's a whiskey.
I just want to find out where my relatives went, where my brothers and sisters and my mom went, and go to the other place.
Hold on a second here. Satan's got whiskey. I'm thinking it's probably better than Tennessee whiskey.
Look, if it's that hot down there, how can the whiskey not burn?
It's probably aged quite well. I mean, it's better than 12-year-old Scotch.
My point is that the alcohol is burned off, and you only got the flavor, not the.
I'm not even buying the fire stuff. It's that we've only had propaganda from one side, right? It's hot as hell. It's probably like a tropical island where there's hot women, whiskey, casinos.
Bear Love's roommate just walked into the room and found a pile of clothes, and he's missing. He's probably in the shower with a guy.
Masturbated himself to death.
Right. Anyway, I don't know what. I don't. Well, do you think that would fucking suck for all the people who want to punch, like Slaptail, who wants to punch Bear in the back for some reason, because he saw my Haitian wedding thing. That would suck for him because Slaptail's not going up, so he'd have nobody to punch in the back. Carl, do you hear about my Haitian wedding experience?
I saw you upload a video of you looking confused in the room.
Video.
Yeah.
My wife took me to a wedding, a Haitian wedding that was in a building that was a factory. My first job was a lamp factory that just became a wedding banquet place, but it still looks like a factory. And the time that it was supposed to start was 5 o'clock. I was ready to go early in the afternoon. My wife was running late. We got there at 6 o'clock, and the bride and groom still weren't there. It was supposed to start at 5. Hours late, like 7 o'clock before the actual ceremony started. And it was just the craziest wedding because not only was my wife and I the only white people in the room, we were the only ones who didn't speak French Creole, and nobody else spoke any English, really. I mean, very little English.
So why were you guys invited?
My wife's friends. I guess she. I don't know if you heard this, but Haitian.
I don't think they're friends. Okay, Matt. What Matt is missing.
They don't speak the same language.
They were They were actually clients of his wife who was selling him cats to eat.
Asians eat dogs and cats. They're eating the pets, and my wife has like an abundance of them. And I think she's like their drug dealer. I got the good cat. Whatever.
I got the good pussy over here.
But now consider this: there's a room full of black people there, black Haitians, not black African Americans, which makes kind of a difference. But I was the only one who knew how to dance, and I'm not a good dancer. But the white guy is the only guy who knows how to dance to Ed Sheeran. They played one or two
Oh, they played white music. Okay.
No, most of it was all Haitian boom, very bassy.
Haitian what?
Haitian music, because it's not reggae. It's boom, 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 like African kind of grooves and stuff.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom,
I can't believe you said that.
Boom, boom. Yeah. But then they a Shania Twain song, an Ed Sheeran song, and a Christina Perry. I think 1,000 Years is Christina Perry. I don't know. But it's just that's it. Those 3 songs. But I was the only one who could figure out how to dance to Ed Sheeran. They were throwing each other around. They're like, wait,
have you ever seen
a Haitian mosh pit?
Were there any cannibals there? Have you ever seen Soul Man?
No.
So it was in the 80s. This white guy takes a pill and it turns him black, and he becomes really cool.
Oh yeah,
that's it. It's just called Soul Man. It's one of the best 80s movies ever.
I remember the movie being out, and I think C. Thomas
Howell.
C. Thomas Howell was the guy.
Maybe.
Right?
I mean, I saw it when I was like 8 years old.
Yeah. That was their remake or their version, because there was a book called The Watermelon Man.
Ray Milland, right? Is that
and they made that into a movie, Watermelon Man. About a white guy who actually went undercover as a black guy. He had his skin tanned, and
the Ray Milland thing is a 2-headed thing. Rosie Greer and Ray Milland on the same body, right? White head on a black body, but he also still had the black head, which was Rosie Greer.
Well, maybe I'm thinking Black Like Me. I'm thinking Black Like Me. I think Black Like Me was the one about the white guy
with black, not like you.
Yeah, now I got to figure it out because it was so long ago. Let me see, Black Like Me.
But yeah, so the reason I remembered that is because I talked about, what did I talk about? I forget. Oh, the punching in the back. There were 2 officiants. One of them looked like Steve Harvey, and the other guy looked like Don Cornelius from Soul Train. And it was like telephone. The guy who looked like Steve Harvey would say the line, then he'd punch the Don Cornelius guy in the back, and then the Don Cornelius guy would say the line. It's like, well, we don't need one of these guys. We could just have one of them say the line. It's very weird. It's very weird.
I just Googled Black Like Me, and it said there are no blacks like you. And so
I tried to get a screen, but I can't figure it out these days. StreamYard has changed. But yeah, Soul Man, it seemed to give him an afro and tanned him as well, and then he became really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I went to share it. I saw you had it there, and I hit the share button, and then you pulled it out. But Carl is known for pulling out prematurely. I don't know if you knew this about him. It's got no kids.
It's God's way, maybe.
Why he's got no kids. There it is. What do we?
Yeah, so he becomes this guy, but he's just a white guy.
Yeah, that's C. Thomas.
Then he gets to hang out with a cool black chick as well because now he's cool.
That's C. Thomas Howell. I guess when they said stay golden, Pony Boy, you took it a little too far.
Leslie Nielsen was in that, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus as well. I've just seen. I need to rewatch it.
Yeah. So we were talking about Kimmel though. We don't have to hang on Kimmel, but I'm just curious. Do you think he's going to be forced to apologize for that? Apologize for something?
Well, he was ready to do that anyway. He had already written a script.
It was his decision, or was he being forced to do it?
It was his decision, I think. And he'd already written it. He already had the script. He already had what his thing was. What he was going to say, to apologize or clarify or justify or whatever. One of those fathers.
Russ White says, "Try white like me," which is like him, Russ White. Trust white like me. Could that be the name of the movie? And you just because you're a bigot and a racist.
Well, the book was called Black Like Me, and I'm pretty sure the movie was White Like Me. I mean, Black Like Me as well. Because the book was 1961. The movie was 1963.
I kind of remember the book.
Maybe they did a black to white version.
Yeah, I was in junior high school.
You did the negative.
Yeah. Well, did you say negative or?
Negative.
That's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
No wonder you're not going up. I gotta take this sweater off. I'm getting hot. Can you tell I'm getting hot?
I would believe that that the Reverend would go up, but I may not.
Yeah.
So, but I think we're just splitting hairs. or actually Negroes.
I don't have any hairs to split. So I mentioned the wine glass. Do you see that wine glass behind me?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I got a request for a wine glass party, painting on wine glasses. Yes, they said I was committed. They put it on my calendar for 25 people painting wine glasses at a bar in Astoria, Queens, where all the comics in New York live in Astoria now for some reason. And I said I never painted on wine glasses. I don't have the confidence in this because first of all, I'm a clumsy bastard. You're not supposed to touch it. If you get any finger, if your fingers touch it at all, the thing is ruined. You got oils and stuff on your fingers. You got to wear gloves. You got to hold it with tissues and all. You don't know me. I am the Mr. Klutz. I'm going to fuck this up. And I said, well, what happens with the glasses now? You ship them directly to this bar? No, we ship them to you. I was like, none of those glasses are going to make it intact. They're all going to be broken by the time they get there. You're shipping it to me. But I don't know how to paint on wine glasses. Well, why don't you just draw a wine glass on a canvas and do it? And they're going to be doing it on glasses now. Well, I painted that wine glass. Well, if that's the case, why don't we just do it on canvas? I could do wine glasses all day.
So the teacher here is doing something different.
They're painting a bird. I got to paint on that wine glass now. You paint a tree branch and flowers and birds, love birds on a thing. And like, why? Well, they want to, keep those to drink out of. Well, then you're going to be getting autism. They're going to be drinking acrylic paint someday because
it's not going to stick to the glass, right? Or is the glass specially treated? Because you won't be able to wash it.
They say 21 days for it to solidify, and then it's good. But I know from just my life of working with acrylic paint, it's not permanent. And 21 days, it'll be hard. But if you put enough liquid on it for long enough, if you have a drink there that's going to last an hour and it's on the inside of the glass, you're going to be drinking acrylic paint.
Now, I had a glass that I bought when I was in my 20s, or a set of glasses. And the last one, the paint just finally rubbed off the last one. But that's because we kept putting it in the dishwasher.
30 years, though, 36 years, 30.
All that time. First of all, I had one glass I never drank out of. It was just special to me. It was the first one I bought. It was I didn't buy it as a set. I bought 4 individual glasses, and the first one that I bought was special to me, so I never used it. And then the other ones over time broke and stuff like that. So I had one glass left, and I started drinking out of it, and it wound up in the dishwasher, and the paint is gone. So now I have this really.
I've had enough. You keep talking.
Yeah. Now I have this really nice glass that I don't use anymore. And clear coat again only works for so long, Mr. White.
I guess you just use it for a special occasion glass, right? You make it and then you drink out of it once a year.
Oh, that's New Year's Eve. Better. Much better. I got cool. You see how cool I got?
You were never really cool, man.
I know. I never was, but I'm cooler than I was.
Yeah. You're getting there.
Russ White says clear coat it. Yeah, I think that's what you say. Because some people that I've worked with in the past have done wine glass painting stuff. They say you got to put it in the oven and bake it on there. I think they do put some coating on it, though. See, that's
but some clear coat, depending on the clear coat, because some clear coat, at least the clear coat that I had, you had to add a catalyst to it so that it would harden. Right?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm thinking.
Did you get it from Sweetwater?
I'm thinking I had made a mask of myself, a mold of my face in high school, and we used clear.
Fucking narcissistic thing to do. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so I had this clear. I can't remember I think it's called Clear Cat. And you add a hardener, and it would just dry whatever. So I actually was trying to make it brown like me, and I added the brown. But by the time
black like you,
it was purple.
Black like you, not brown like you. You got the wrong book.
Well, I'm talking high school. Oh. When I was in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't think I was black then. I may have been African American.
You were working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess Russ is a car detailer or something. He's like a car. I listen. I can't fuck. I can't. I'm not a handyman. I'm not good with anything. I'm a fucking clumsy dope. The only thing I'm good for, and I'm not even much good for that, is painting wine glasses on a canvas or playing shitty songs on guitar. That's my gift in life.
Now, Matt, I'm just curious. I don't usually pay much attention to the numbers about how many viewers we have live on YouTube.
Right.
But I think the Rapture Cam has brought in a bunch of people.
Well, you know what it is? They're all from school today. And oh wow, the radio numbers are insane.
It's the Rapture Cam. I'm telling you, it's the Rapture. It's the Rapture Cam. People want to see. Even the people on the radio are watching the Rapture Cam.
You would have thought Andy would have wanted to be on. I talked to Andy yesterday. Andy's he's like the Rapture comedian. He is the Rapture guy. And I didn't ask him to be on today, but I did mention that today was Rapture Day, and I haven't heard him do anything about it. But he won't be on our 1,000th show, which I think is slated for October 20th, if there is an October 20th.
You know, we could do like leap year, and we could just add a day, and so that the 1,000th show will be on a day earlier or a day later, so that he could be there.
Yeah. Oh, I'd do it on Sunday and pre-tape it. No.
Yeah. Tell him to do that.
He'll find a way to say no.
That's why you should have had me ask him. He's never said no to me. Anything I've ever asked him, he's never said no.
He can't tell you and the Rev apart, which is kind of racist because you all look alike to him. His wife, that's got to be a weird fucking thing. His wife is a Jehovah's Witness, and he's a comedian who is like not Christian in any sense of the word. So I shouldn't say in any sense of the word. He actually is more Christian than the people who call themselves Christian these days. That's so. But
I think they are allowed to be married, according to the Jehovah's Witnesses edicts and their tenets. They're allowed to be married, but there's certain things they are not allowed to discuss. I think, as far as I think it's like she can't talk to him about the truth because he's not in the truth. The truth being the inner workings of their religion.
Why doesn't she just go stand on the doorstep and tell him she's allowed to do that?
I think it's like Rumspringer. 6 weeks a year she's allowed to talk about it. I'm not sure. I may be getting my Amish and my Jehovah's Witnesses mixed up.
Yeah. So now all this stuff about Rapture today came about because one dude on TikTok mentioned today would be the Rapture. Do I have that right, or I'm just
some South African priest or something?
Yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of people that have been following this around for a while. Every few years there's a Rapture or end of days or UFO becoming.
It's going to happen on Rosh Hashanah for some reason. Now that doesn't make any sense. Like,
it's not the Rosh Hashanah. I think we're supposed to be getting there's a few celestial events going on, like an eclipse, an alignment between I think some nova and some planet. It's just a series of celestial events that are occurring.
Saturn has been popping in and out lately. Saturn is close. I don't know. Close.
I thought that was, are you sure it's not Uranus that's popping in and out?
No, my Uranus. Saturn is popping in and out of my Uranus. My Uranus, whatever. Yeah, my Uranus, my anus, not my.
7 minutes. It's midnight in Australia, so surely that's the Rapture in Eastern Australia, right?
You know what? That's curious because I think tomorrow night I'm supposed to have a guest from Australia. She's probably.
It's big though. Is it west or east? It's got a few time zones, but yeah, they're about 12 hours ahead anyway of me.
Yeah.
No, of you.
Us. They,
them.
Yeah. Who knows? I've never been a good person, so I'm not expecting to be raptured. But the thing is, that doesn't mean the world is coming to an end. That means the rest of us get to suffer the tribulations, right? Trials and tribulations and whatever. Feast of the Trumpets, Heb-Cal, and Gregorian calendars merge. Oh, the Hebrew calendar and Gregorian calendar. I didn't know what Heb-Cal. Hebrew calendar.
Sounds like something from Big Pharma. Yeah. Probably gives you autism.
Yeah. So it just seems like
only if you're pregnant. If you're pregnant, it gives you autism, not the baby.
Now that thing. What is it called? Atlas, something. The thing that has they've been tracking, and it's changed shape. The mothership is supposed to arrive today, right? Or be as close to Earth as it's going to get. That thing, that UFO, whatever, Atlas 31.
The rock. That's just been.
Yeah, but now it's shaped like, according to the pictures, and who knows, these fucking assholes. But it looks like a typical rocket ship shape now. Now that it's gotten closer, they said it's changed color and changed shape as it's gotten closer.
You mean it's just
changing color and changing shape? Changing color just depends on what lens you're shooting it with and what what red. Are you shooting it with infrared? Or are you looking at it through which spectrum are you looking at it through? So that's bullshit. And as far as shape goes, again, the shape will change because what you can see is going to change.
All right,
depending on what spectrum of light.
I got to read this up close because it's too small over there. Some people are saying that the Tartarian Empire. What is Tarts?
No, they're the people that made the tartar sauce. Come on,
and all of the old buildings that were founded with possibly the 1,000 years of peace when angels lived with us, and we are now in tribulation. I don't know. You're talking above my pay grade there. I'm still waiting on making my first communion. To explain, what is this? To explain the Roman architecture all through the United States.
You're right.
Yeah, so that the Atlas Rock, the only person that said might be a spaceship is Avi Loeb, and he's a UFO grifter. He's a Harvard professor, I think, but he became a UFO grifter almost overnight about 3 years ago.
Right. Avi Loeb started the whole thing, and then everybody.
And actually, when he came into it, he was all like, I'm just going to be scientific. We're not going to get into any of these weird. And now he's into all kinds of fucking weird. They always go into weird psychic shit.
Well, that's what they do. They know. The thing is, that's where they're going to go anyway. But to get an audience, they said, no, I'm as sane as you are. I mean, Robert Kennedy did the same thing. We knew he was a fucking lunatic and he was crazy. I mean, he used to be sane. I think the brain, I think that word.
When exactly was he saying? As a teenager?
Back when he was actually an environmental lawyer.
I don't think.
Yeah, not everything he says is crazy, right? But then he says a lot of crazy shit in a really weird way. All this stuff. My note is very impressive.
He was a rotten egg right from the start. As a kid,
a rotten egg to what? Weren't all the Kennedys pieces of fucking shit?
I don't know. John Jr. seemed to be a nice young man.
He seemed to have like escaped the gravitational pull of the Kennedy madness.
Which one was this?
The plane crash. JJ, the one who died in the plane crash right around the time Diana.
Oh, in the plane crash. Okay, the guy in the car was a piece of shit, though, right?
Teddy.
Yeah. But
I'm glad I killed him with that time machine.
But he could swim. So there's that, which you can't say about his passenger.
Yeah. Carl, the other day on Facebook, in my memories came up my the first episode of the afternoon program that I had that you were on, and it had a UFO behind it. Because at that time, I thought you were a UFO guy.
Yeah, I was a UFO guy.
Yeah,
that's what COVID did to us. I got into it. I got into that new wave, the Lou Elizondo. I believed, right, and then I slowly didn't, and then I realized they're all fucking crazy, and then they all went extra crazy just to prove. Lou Elizondo started out. He's a former Pentagon guy. But a lot of his history has been proven to be lies now.
Yeah.
Never saw any combat, any of that stuff. But he did have something to do with Guantanamo Bay and the guy that orchestrated 9/11. Is it Can't remember his name. Kaleem Sheikh Mohammed, whatever. He had something to do with him. But he wrote in his book that he and his friends turned into an angel of some kind and tortured the Guantanamo guys with his mind.
Wow.
And shook their beds. That's in his book. And this was a serious military guy that came out. So they're all fucking crazy. They're all just weird.
Yeah. I knew this from my radio show days because I interviewed lots of them.
I'd always heard about that, but everyone went, this time it's different. And for about 4 years, he never did any of that. He just talked. It was always a bit like, oh, maybe I can tell you this. But it was always about things we've got on camera in the military. It seemed kind of plausible. Yeah. And then he started talking about psychic angel torture stuff.
So the other night, my wife, because we saw there's been some big ass drones around here, and it's very weird. They just sit there; they're not moving. And they're bigger than plane, like outlines with the lights and stuff. So I'm thinking they're drones. I don't know what they really are. It could be balloons, but we're having lots of activity over shore in Long Island. My wife asked what happened to the drones in New Jersey, and it seemed like they just went away. But about 3 weeks ago, I saw a reporter ask Trump about it, and he said he knew about it, but he's not allowed to disclose. It's like the president of the United States can disclose anything he wants. He can declassify anything.
Well, he does, but there's a lot of stuff that the president never gets told because it's above his classification.
Right. So
and also, they know he's a fucking blabbermouth.
Is he bullshitting that he knows? Is he bullshitting?
He's probably had a brief about it. Like, there's some testing, there's some this kind of. It's probably that kind of stuff. He didn't. But a lot of those New Jersey stuff was just planes. It was just planes landing. And it was people panicking and seeing some fucking light in the sky. But it was all on the regular flight path. There probably were some drones flying around as well.
Yeah.
But a lot of them were just planes.
All it takes is just a few things that you don't understand, and then you suffer.
Things look different. Things look different in the sky when they're far away at night.
Yeah.
When it's cloudy.
What's happening here is definitely not planes. Do you think they're silent and they stand still? Like helicopters don't even stand still, and helicopters would make noise if they were trying.
Could be a blip. There's all kinds of balloons and all kinds of stuff.
I know that.
Zeppelins.
They're not high enough that I don't see anything but the lights, and it's gigantic though. It's fucking huge, and they're happening.
That's why it's difficult to tell the size of stuff though.
It's
especially when it's in
over a nuclear power plant. A nuclear power plant that is currently dormant. But it's also directly across the sound from a nuclear subbase, and that makes me a little think it's probably military in some way. But who knows? Probably. But they just don't stop. I mean, like, why did they just stop? Because they were getting too much attention. I'm talking about the New Jersey stuff. It was happening. It was in the news every day. Oh, we better cut it out after 3 months.
It could have been just a 3-week testing period for a new drone.
Russ said something just fell in the Rapture cam. I didn't see. Was that a reject?
They're not birds. How do they go in the Rapture? Is it a big catapult? Do they just kind of levitate? Is it quick?
No, I wasn't around for the last one. There wasn't a last.
It was a reject, Russ. It was someone who was like, "Sorry, wrong one."
It couldn't have been me because I'm here, but that sounds like what would happen to me. Oh, ew,
I guess I should check my yard to see if that's where the rejects are falling.
Or maybe, I don't know if you guys have this where you live, but here all over the place, if you catch it, there's signs. If you catch it and it's only this big, you have to throw it back like crabs.
Oh yeah. So you're saying there's like a size and weight?
Yeah.
No midgets in heaven.
Yeah.
In the Bible.
Bad news for Joe Rogan and Dave Landau.
I was gonna say, sorry. Damn, I can't remember I love Peter Dinklage. Sorry, Peter. And I love you. You're one of my favorite actors, but you're not gonna make it.
Probably got a relatively massive cock, but you're not coming in.
It's very sad. So it would be a shame if we had this big special holding the Rapture cam up to see it live, and then it would be like we were like Geraldo Rivera opening Al Capone's vault, and there's absolutely nothing there but clouds. What a fucking waste. I'm sorry, folks. Well, maybe our guest again is a no-show. All 8 billion of our guests are no-shows. How many people do you think would be called up out of that 8 billion? Maybe 80? Maybe 8?
144,000 according to Jehovah's Witnesses. I think that's what it is.
124,000?
144,000, I think.
That's a gross.
Yes.
They're ordering by the gross. That's it. What stupid so-called Christians, Rapture Cam, you are so dumb. Yeah, it's definitely serious, dude. Dumb so-called Christian.
Hey, that's not very nice. I've been so nice to your sister, Webtool, over these years. Yeah. So very nice.
I know. All I do is say nice things about Webtool, Toul, and then he comes in, or she comes in, and just.
It's a guy. It's a fat man. It's an obese man.
Yeah.
See, and I was never mind. I'm just happy that Webtool could let go of his dick long enough to type something.
Oh
no.
No, GD.
Yes.
We love Queen Elizabeth Croydon. We love. Can you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. She's doing the news. She's going to be doing the news.
This is where I'm going to ask you. Did you have experience with her making commitments or just bring it? I want to do a comedy show with you and then not showing up.
No, like I said, the closest thing to anything like that. Well, but it's a project we're working on that nobody's supposed to know about. In order for me to tell you about this, I have to break a confidence. Let's just say there's something that we're working on that hasn't gone anywhere yet. And I did my part. I did my part. Everything that she required of me, I've done. But nothing ever happened.
But you prognosticated that she would forget that she had committed.
Well, I inquired. I asked. That's why I had the Reverend keep doing it, because my thinking was that I know that she has a podcast going on. I know that she has a health issue going on, and I know that she has other things going on that just aren't, that they're moving parts. And so, and this being the first time that she would be doing this, I didn't know if she would know where to upload it, if she would do it right, or if she would like try to upload a video as opposed to an audio. So I was just trying to help the Reverend. I wanted us to be prepared. That's all. I didn't want you to be sitting there with your dick out, waiting for something to do for a minute, which is what you would do with your dick out, I guess.
All right, that's fine. I thought she was. I just got a message that saying they were shipping me some art supplies, and I don't see glasses on here.
Oh, let me know if they put candy in there.
Yeah, right. They should. The thing is, like the other day, I did a paint party, and it was a paint and sip party in the backyard. But they were paint glasses, and the water glasses you used were the same color, and we had people like getting a little too tipsy, drinking too much of whatever cocktail they had in these plastic cups. And they had the cup where they were washing the brushes, and they were mixing them up and drinking like acrylic paint water and stuff. It gets confusing once you get drunk. This is why I don't get drunk. I don't even smoke.
Everything gets confusing. I'm drinking less and less. I say that the next time you see me, I'll probably be,
I'm drinking more and more. More and more.
If I come to this 1000th episode thing, I'll drink for that episode, especially.
I would have a calendar that sends them updates. Who are we talking about? Send who updates? What?
Yeah, this could be anything at this point. I have no idea what I've said ever.
Russ is the Daily Show. Oh, they're talking about us. Russ White. Good morning, Russ White. Glad to have you here. You never saw us guys before.
Yeah, that's why I put that thing up there. Who are you guys? I didn't know if you felt like explaining.
Who the fuck are you guys?
I would just say, don't ask anybody with hamburger in their name.
Who are they?
I don't know.
Why do they interview authors?
Yeah.
And what is an author? Are they librarians? I don't know.
Rebecca De Mornay. You know Rebecca De Mornay?
Was she in The Hand That Rocks a Cradle in 1993?
Yeah. She was also in Risky Business with Tom Cruise before that in like 1988. And her famous line, "Are you ready for me?" She played a prostitute, but just ends up in his bedroom there. And she says the line, "Are you ready for me?" And I'm like, yeah. So she's on.
We all have one of those.
She's on Facebook and friends with. On Facebook, I think every fucking celebrity on there is fake. But she's friends with like Jason Alexander, John Turturro, and all these people who are on my friends list who I think are fake.
Is she friends with the real ones or the fake ones?
I don't know. But because I think Jason Alexander is the real one because he's offering a master class in person with Jason Alexander. So I would think that's got to be the real Jason Alexander. But who knows? They could all be fake. So she's on there. She friend requested me. I was like, wow, Rebecca De Mornay, this is kind of weird. It's got to be a phony, right? So then she says she's got an acting class. And I'm like, well, I'm going to invite her on the program. I have very little chance I'm going to get her to say yes. But she's actually born one day before me. She's 1959. Yeah. So I said, that was my opening line. I said, how's this for an opening line? You're 1 day older than me. Actually, 1 day older than me.
You old bitch. Please come on my show.
So, and then I sent her this whole long request of kissing her ass and begging her to be on. Not really.
And then they said, please send social security number to .nigeria.gov.
No, I get a form letter email to sign up for her acting class. If I was inviting her on to promote the acting class so that maybe she can get a few people to buy in from here, like virtual. But she sent me, all I got back was an invitation to send $500 to sign up for this acting class. It's like, I'm way beyond teachable at this point in my life. Although I'm
not way beyond teachable, but I'm way beyond having $500 to spare.
Oh, I don't know. Let's take a vote on that. I think you're beyond teachable.
And thank you, Matt. I don't know if you remember this. Somebody that I'm gonna throw a name out there. John Beavers had mentioned that my website was saying that it was unsecured, and so I went and got a security license. Certificate.
I'm the one who told you to get the SSL.
Oh, okay. And I think you said it was probably like $8 a year or something like that. I'd have to go back to the tape.
Yeah, I think
it's like $100 and something a year.
You got a bad host. I'm telling you. Oh, you're GoDaddy, right?
Yeah, GoDaddy.
I got to get off GoDaddy. If you go with Bluehost or HostGator or it's $11 a year, and for the first 2 years, it's absolutely free. They throw it in. Fucking GoDaddy rip you off. I would go back to GoDaddy today. This is a teachable moment for you.
I've got a GoDaddy thing that is quite an expensive domain. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I've really got blackdick.ai. But
and they overcharge for an SSL. And SSL is really a little bit of text. It's like one little fucking piece of text on a text file.
Well, I think a lot of these hosts, a lot of these platforms are not going to do too well because it's so easy to build a website now. It's going to get even easier with AI generating your website, and then you can just find half decent hosts.
I have 3 of these. I have 3 different apps. Or host your website forever for free. Never pay another. And I used them for a while, but they keep going down. And then the customer.
Yeah, you've got to check. You've got to pay a little bit because the free ones or whatever, or the permanent ones are going to go down, or they're going to not have the support.
Well, that was my assumption that it's free for a reason. I don't know what the reason is. Yeah. And so that's part of the reason why I went with GoDaddy. And and at the time it was affordable to me and reasonable to me.
You're talking about 1990 when you first signed up with GoDaddy. Right?
I signed up with them recently for something. Don't hate me, Russ. Every day, Mind Dog does this every day. GD, I believe, does this every day. There may be some other rotation of guests that sometimes get fired and murdered or go to heaven up there.
Tomorrow we have a celebrity chef, Chris Lania. Is that Chris? Is it Chris?
I'm not exactly sure.
What's his name? Come on.
I don't know what the guest's name is. I don't even know what Carl's name is.
It's Chris Lania.
Chris Lania, yeah. The celebrity. Lania. Now, I would not know. His publicists say calling him celebrity chef Chris Lania. I would not know because I don't have television. I've never seen the Food Network at all.
Sunshine says yes. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
we do this every day.
Well, Sunshine escaped one day last week. She managed to escape. I don't know. Sunshine, she called in sick or whatever she did. You don't. Attendance isn't mandatory. We don't.
No, it's mandatory. You have to hang on to anyone that comes back regularly. Tell them it's mandatory.
Well, what happened to all? There were lots of people. I was thinking about this through the other day. Through the years, we've had different cliques of people come and go. Like. En masse, like 30 different followers from one group, and they'd be here every day for about 6 months, and then all disappear at once. And we've had a couple of.
Was it a rapture thing?
No rapture.
Okay.
None of these people were going.
It was a reverse rapture. If anything, they got sucked down.
They're still around. I still hear rumors of some of them on the internet, but a lot of them got off social media. A lot of them got off Twitter, so that was the main.
Yeah, Twitter is all those people are, and some of them are on Facebook now. Like Facebook is the devil. Facebook.
I rarely use it. I use it to communicate with my family. I use Messenger to speak to some people, but
I'm saying
Yeah.
that like Twitter is even worse, and I'm on both of them. So
Eventually, we're going to be. What are we going to do when the billionaires that run these things really fuck us over? Because right now they're just fucking us over, but they haven't really fucked us over.
Yeah.
So I don't know, what do we do then? Because TikTok is what? Is it is it the whole thing that's owned by ByteDance is going to be sold, or is it just the U.S. distribution?
You're gonna. It's just the US, and you're gonna have US directors on it instead of Chinese directors.
Yeah,
or something like that.
And it's going to have to be totally controlled. And
right. And if these are all Trump people, then we're fucked because I'm going to lose my 7 or 8 followers on TikTok. Because who's going to?
I don't even know how many followers I have on TikTok, but it's not big. It's a small. I hardly ever publish there anymore because I got so frustrated with it. There's a type of content that does well there, and I ain't it. And listen, I ain't it anyway.
My critical joke theory was the best thing that I used to do on there. That was the most popular thing I did in there, and it was the thing that I got the most followers from. And I consistently got followers every week. Yeah. And then I made a mistake of the show that we did in New York. I was publicizing that on TikTok, and that took off like thousands and thousands and thousands of views.
I could tell by the attendance that night.
Yeah, I know. It was like, but because I paid for those views. I paid for I'd advertise.
Right, yeah, boosted.
Right. Yeah, boosted. And I paid to have it boosted, and I had like thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people. And then once I stopped paying, everything that I did got 1 or 2 views. And then they start saying, "See, you need to pay to get the views." It's like, no, you motherfuckers! I'm not going to keep boosting every fucking thing that I do. And so since I stopped paying that boosting thing, it didn't go. I thought once I stopped paying, it would go back to my original numbers, which I was happy with.
Yeah,
it didn't. It went back to like zeros.
Is it just me?
Yeah.
Or those clouds trying to do the wine glass that I have behind me?
They're trying to do the wine glass.
God, go to my class on Saturday, and I will.
He is. Is he? Yeah, he will have to pay, right? What kind of currency do they have in heaven?
Actually,
souls.
I think.
Yeah, it's actually souls. The Reverend established that years ago, that in
it's
heaven,
at a bar in Astoria, Queens, a restaurant bar. What's the name of the? But I think it's open to.
God will know. You don't have to tell him or her.
I think it's open to the public. Yeah, God would know, right? God would know where it is.
Well, actually, the Reverend actually proved with empirical evidence that in heaven and hell, the currency are souls. That's what they barter in. That's what they do.
Huh.
So they do like a draft.
So I'm not going to get paid.
It's like okay, like for example, Native Americans used to exchange with salt and beads and shells and trinkets and shit. And it's the same thing. In heaven, souls are like trinkets, and that's what they barter in.
So God goes, we've kind of run out of heavenly whiskey. Can we buy some of your hell whiskey? We'll have to refine it into heavenly stuff. But
exactly,
I can give you 3 of our worst people up here that we've got, even though they're all good. We've got a list. Yes. We're going to relegate these 3, but give us 3 of your better people, from my point of view.
Yes.
And then
what I did with that? Right. Anybody know what I did with that? You don't know what I did with that. Do you know what I did with that?
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either. And that's the problem. Where's my do with that thing? Because you're talking about Native Americans giving away stuff. I have.
You Puspatuck.
I have a video from the time before last when I went to Puspatuck at the free. They had a big sign: free weed, free weed. Why aren't people just stopping?
Because they're not. It's not what you think. They're not giving away pot. It's Jeremy Weed. He's been locked up for like 4 or 5 weeks now by ICE, and they want Jeremy Weed freed.
I get it. So I had to check it out, and I went over to the girl. I had the camera running, and I said, "Explain to me how this free weed works," because there's no traffic jam here. I can just walk up here. That doesn't make sense. Free weed, and I'm the only guy online here. Come on, give me all you got. And she said, well, it happens after you make a purchase in the store. Well, I just made a purchase in the store. But the free weed was like a pre-roll. Like no, you got a sign out here, free weed, and there's nobody here. Give me all the free weed you got. No, first come, first serve. I take all of it.
Russ seems to think that it's not in the Bible. I'm not sure exactly what it is that's not in the Bible, but I think
no pre-rolls in my Bible.
Okay, because we have the good book here. We have the good book here. I think we should ask the good book. Go ahead, Russ. Ask the good book anything you want. Hi, I'm the good book. Go ahead, I'm ready to answer questions about what's in me. Go ahead. So, go ahead. Ask the good book anything you want.
It's gonna go wrong. It's gonna go wrong.
He's fucking nuts, man. He's fucking shot. I don't.
How do you know it's a good book as well? And what did it do to become good? Given the award of good.
If it's his, chances are it's not good. It's
because I'm an American Standard Bible. I'm a good book.
All right.
Good book, bad spine. I got scoliosis.
So, not to get all into the politics here, but and I'm not. But somebody said Trump was going to have a major announcement today. And, they said, "What do you think it's going to be?" And I said,
"He hasn't made it up yet."
I think he's going to be selling Charlie Kirk bobblehead dolls, and that didn't go over well. The MAGA people did not appreciate me making that joke.
And when you shoot it, it goes.
Yeah. Want to talk conspiracy theories? Because they're jumping on the conspiracy theories left and right, Carl. I don't know. Have you been hearing any of the conspiracy theories?
I always hear all the conspiracy theories, including the ones that you propagate. So yeah. I hear everything.
Well, Kash Patel now says he's going to invest. He's nice enough to list them all out, but he doesn't. I don't think he's thought this through, because now that he's listing them all out, and he said they're going to look into them thoroughly. Now he's got an obligation to explain each one that he's listed out, and that's going to be a difficult thing to do. Like the rifle could not have been a 30-06. I'm not a hunter, but I heard from more than 20 hunters or ex-snipers, and they say what a 30-06 would do to a human head. One guy said he hunts bison with them, and a single shot from a 30-06 will take down 1,000-pound bison and leave a gigantic hole in it in one shot. Supposedly, now Turning Point USA released a statement that the doctor said Charlie Kirk is a man of steel, and the vertebrae in his neck stopped the 30-06 bullet, and the bullet was retrieved. It was just under the skin. And they are like, if you believe that, you are the stupidest fucking person. And now, how would I know? I'm not a fucking hunter, and I don't have 30-06 rifles. So I wouldn't know anything about it. But they're all saying this is ridiculous. They don't know. America is a gun-loving country. We have lots of gun lovers here, and they know what that rifle will do. So if the rifle is not the rifle like they claim was used is not the rifle, then their whole story falls to shit.
Yeah, but it's like everything else. So if it's a conspiracy, then it's a lot of people that have got to keep quiet, including this kid's family, because it was a family gun. Right.
That's true. Well,
the dad's going to know what gun because it was his granddad's gun, right?
Yeah. And the conspiracy. I'm not saying it was a conspiracy on that level.
And I don't know enough about them either. I don't know if there's other ammunition they can use, or.
I think the conspiracy is to cover up the ineptness of the FBI's investigation. Not like they planned this out in advance.
Right.
I think they're just so bad at figuring out what really happened and if anybody was working with this kid or whatever that they don't know, and they're just putting out.
This is going to sound incredibly like a defense, but it's not, because obviously I'm not really defending the FBI ever. But the things like that take time. You're not going to be able to. Sometimes it takes years to figure out what happened,
right?
Or months to go through devices and
then say that. Don't go out to the news and say, well, this is definitely what would happen. Right?
Yeah, but also was it the mayor? Was it the mayor? Some local politician or sheriff was saying all kinds of crazy shit early on. But I think even the FBI today.
Yeah. But Kash Patel went out there. First of all, he said we got the guy before they had the guy. And then we don't have the guy.
They arrested 2 guys, didn't they? And then had to de-arrest them pretty quickly.
The first guy who said, "I did it. Take me. I'm the guy."
I love this guy, George Zinn. I did a thing about him the other day. I love this guy because he had kiddie porn in his phone, and he's like, "I did it. Shoot me."
Right.
Yeah, you can check my phone, and it's just full of kids.
Do you think he forgot he had the kiddie porn on there?
It sounds mental.
No, I think he had the because he probably has 2 phones. You know, one for the kiddie porn and one so that he could use it for other things, I guess. And
he sounds like a local nut because he said the reason he owned up was 1 to distract from the shooter and 1 so he could be a martyr for Charlie Kirk. So he sounds like a nut anyway. And apparently he's at a lot of these events causing trouble and getting thrown out.
Right. It's just
like a local nutbag.
He's been he was like on the ground near 9/11. They have film of that guy on Tuesday, September 11th, 2001 in New York City. Then he was at a marathon.
You know how many people were in New York in 2000?
But how many of those people that were in New York on that date were also at the Charlie Kirk shooting, were also at a marathon shooting? You know,
yeah, 15 is a good number.
Now you're down to 7.
Yeah, so that's a pretty big, small number.
It's an interesting thing. Yeah, he does him crazy, but yeah, I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of bullshit, but there always is at this kind of stuff, right? There's always going to be some bullshit. There's going to be some incompetence. There's going to be some fucking.
Well, has anybody checked on Alex Jones and where he is on this all this shit? Because I know, like Tim Dillon, who is sort of leaning towards the Alex Jones territory now. He's a big conspiracy theorist, and he is kind of pointing fingers at the Trump administration and the FBI. There are certain people who are in this conspiratorial mindset who are now and were complete MAGA people who are now calling this out as like some kind of conspiracy. And like, it doesn't make sense on the level of what you got this kid to confess and give up his life because he's going to get the death penalty. Now, I don't know if he pleaded not guilty. He confessed, turned himself in.
Have they even had that? Have they even got to that stage yet? I thought he's just been like detained.
He's been arraigned. He's been arraigned.
He was arraigned.
When the judge,
does that mean
told
he's
him he could get the firing squad, he went,
okay. But then there's going to be a trial, and it's going to be years, right?
I'm 22 years old, and a judge tells me I'm going to get the firing squad. I go, somebody get me new underwear.
Yeah, but he's obviously fucking mental. So he's mentally.
I'm Michael Napo, not Math Napo. I'm Michael Napo.
If you're going to go and shoot someone in the neck, you're probably fucking mental. So he's probably not all with it anyway. He's like, sure, firing squad sounds good.
That was Michael Nappy, by the way.
Oh, Michael Nappy, sorry.
Michael Nappy running a red light or running a stop sign ticket, and I'm behind, and I'm hard of hearing, and they called Michael Nappy, and Michael Nappy is wanted for armed robbery and assault and whatever, and he's a multi-time offender, and he pleads guilty, or if he pleads guilty, he's just going to go to jail and get like 10 years, and so they called Michael Nappy, and I step up, because I thought I heard Matt Nappo. And then how do you plead? I was like, guilty. Well, 10 years. Like, what? I'm here for a stop sign. I'm here for a stop sign.
For a traffic ticket, 10 years?
Do they have to officially undo that because you've had a judgment, right? Do they have to do some paperwork and they're like, fuck, I sentenced this guy?
And yeah,
you can't just say I made a mistake.
At that point, the judge says he needs a legal defender. And then the legal defender comes up and he's trying to explain to me what I just did. And I was like, wait, this is not me. I don't have any priors. What the fuck are you talking? I'm here for a stop sign. Now, this is Mineola, New York's problem. You don't have traffic court in the same place in a crowded room where you have fucking armed robbers and assault. What is that? Is that somebody going up?
I think we just had. Did you be that? I think there's at 1:28 and 42 seconds. We had a rapture sighting.
I gotta be that.
1:28 and 42 seconds. I wrote it down.
Look like anybody we know? No.
I know they were black.
Oh,
and which is weird because in the neighborhood I live in, I thought I was the only black. Well, actually, I know I'm not the only black. There's 6 of us.
Wow.
Which Russ aptly noted. Russ knew that there were 6 black people in my neighborhood. Thank you, Russ.
I don't know. He's keeping track.
I know. I think Russ is the one who's counting the black. He's the one.
I think Russ White is leaving off his last name. Supremacist.
Yeah, but there's 6 black people in my neighborhood. And here's the funny thing. every last one of us are married to a white person.
Wow.
I don't think every black person in my neighborhood is married to a white person. I think you have to have at least one white member of the household to live in my neighborhood.
All heterosexual and
we're all heterosexual, and we're all some of us are male, some of us are female, but we're all black and we're all married to we all have a white spouse.
Something weird in the water over there. Maybe it's the Tylenol.
No, yeah, because I come to think of it, I think some of the spouses do appear to be, at least the kids appear to be autistic. So
don't you feel bad for Tylenol?
No.
Oh,
because I'm an ibuprofen guy.
Yeah, but
surely they're going to be able to sue for that, right?
Well, this is the thing; they still haven't recouped the money from the 1980s when Tylenol.
Oh yeah, shit.
What, the Tylenol murders?
Yeah, the Tylenol murders. And
Tylenol
wasn't murdered. Tylenol wasn't murdering the people. It was someone
but
using
then
Tylenol.
that documentary ends where it's still a little dodgy. Some of the stuff they were doing, they were lying at the time. So Johnson & Johnson did have cyanide in their plants, right? And there was a possibility that they could add it to it.
See, Carl knows all the conspiracy stuff. Carl should be.
That's a new documentary. I think it's been pretty well researched. Like they interviewed Johnson & Johnson people, and it's a pretty interesting case, that Tylenol murders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with all the shit, I mean, am I the only one that thinks, why are you singling out one brand? Because listen, there are lots
Who the fuck knows what's in any of that shit?
Right.
Well,
so
I think
but they're figuring out one brand. I'm thinking somebody has stock in ibuprofen or whatever.
Maybe Trump has stock in ibuprofen or ivermectin, or maybe one of the CEOs on Tylenol, told a bad joke about Trump.
Oh, that could be. It wasn't flattering enough, right?
Right, wasn't flattering enough. They, because I think you have to say thank you, your almighty Trump, at least 6 times in a conversation with him. And if you stop at 4 or 5, you've fallen short, or if you didn't bend the knee sufficient enough. So,
do we have any money?
It's most likely, isn't it? Just most likely that RFK believes a lot of fringe stuff, and there is one paper that vaguely links it to autism, but it's really, really a tenuous link.
You know how many papers linked? What was it? Coca-Cola or Pepsi? I think it was to polio. Measles? It was some fucking longer. It was something.
I think it's short memory, long-term memory.
But there can be a lot of papers that say a lot of things, but the consensus say it isn't true, right? So
back when I was in college and we were studying economics and statistics, one of the things we did with statistics, we looked at all of the bad science and statistics, how it was used to propagate bad science and stuff. Because they didn't have causation, they were using correlation, and because of that, stupid shit got tied up together.
Well, that was the whole vaccine. That was the vaccine thing as well, because you get your vaccines around about the same time that autism can be detected, which is about 18 months.
Right.
Russ,
my kids autism.
Russ is absolutely wrong about that. I've had at least 10, 15 sips of coffee. He's saying I haven't seen anyone drink or sip coffee
It's 3 p.m. for me, and I'm getting old. So if I drink coffee this late, I start to get weird.
Yeah, Carl's not a coffee guy anyway. I'm the coffee guy, and GD has got all sorts of fucking dietary issues, so whatever.
Yeah, if I drink coffee, I won't do the show because I'll be shitting in the toilet.
I have already drank it at least drinking. I've sipped lots of coffee today, enough that a normal person would be shitting their brains.
I love coffee, but I drink so little of it now. I drink every day, but early 1, maybe 2. Listen, okay, if I'm in Brazil, I'm going to be drinking more coffee because there's more of it. It's nice.
Slaptail is saying the cure is sold by a company Dr. Oz owns. I think it's called My Pillow. You eat My Pillow. No, that's a different guy. But
also, nobody can tell what's in my thermos that I sip from. Nobody can tell.
I could tell.
I can't tell.
Yeah, it's my piss. That's how I could tell. I piss.
Well, let me tell you something. You're diabetic.
I would not be surprised. I think that's where I am.
And I think I taste a tinge of cancer.
I can't. I am. I've been a sugar guy all my life, like candy, sweets, drinks that have sugary stuff in it. But it's off the charts now. It's like all day long I'm craving sugar, and I'm thinking, I drank or ate myself into a diabetic situation here where I'm just.
I'm winding it back in. I'm cutting down on all of it. I'm doing pretty well. Twice a week I get some bullshit, whether it's donuts, and yeah, that means 4 donuts, and yes, that means inhale them within 30 seconds.
Okay, but what kind of donuts? Because that makes a difference.
Just some fucking regular cheap ass pink fucking or chocolate thing. No Krispy Kremes, nothing classy.
Well, when I was in Michigan, I had a donut, and the sugar and carbs from that one donut. I'm not blaming Slap Pill. This is my fault because they had like 6 donuts, and I picked the gooeyest, chewiest one. But my blood sugar fucked up my diet for that for the rest of the week. I was like in the 300s. I had to when
you say numbers, that's meaningless to me because I don't know what the numbers actually means. High.
Well, my blood sugar. My doctor says my blood sugar should be around 90. That's what the goal is for a lot of people. Like even when you watch Ozempic, those commercials and shit, they say like, you got my A1C, my ALC, got my ALC down to this tall.
ALC.
I got my ALC down on her knees. No, I got my A1C down to like under 7. I got my blood sugar down to 90. And that's what they want. They want like around 90. Wow. And so I ate that donut. And usually I go up and I come right back down with the sugar. But
Sunshine is saying nobody drinks hot coffee through a straw. We can tell, GD.
Okay, first of all, this isn't a straw. It's a sippy nipple. Okay? It's a sippy nipple.
Called it mummy.
Straw. So it's a
money cup.
Speaking of money, do we have any money?
Such a thing as iced coffee? Okay?
Do we have any money? People who follow stocks and I'm just interested on what if Tylenol tanked yesterday. I mean, does anybody follow that stuff and know the stock exchange? And I'm not. Tylenol is part of probably a bigger corporation, right? Like John. I'm just throwing them out there.
It was Johnson & Johnson that owned it, wasn't it? Oh, Kenvue. Tylenol maker Kenvue shares bounce back. So there's always a temporary thing, but it's already recovered. So
wow. People say,
because hardly anyone believes it, apart from a few idiots, and everyone, even the people that say they believe it, are going to keep taking it.
Yeah,
because it's a pretty effective.
Yeah, drug, and also they're not pregnant, so keep taking it.
Right.
No, Russ, you also asked who we were. I should have mentioned, and Matt, I feel like you should have mentioned as well. I'm the recipient of the worst comedy special of all time award. Okay, so that's who I am. That's my claim to fame.
All right, it was worse than Gringo Pappy.
I didn't give myself the award. So it was
to be fair,
I don't know.
That award was given in 2016. I think there's a new one due. Same guy, just a different special.
Well, we'll see because they haven't. I don't think they've looked at the other specials yet.
Yeah.
They're still looking at
I'm sure they haven't watched every special, so I'm sure they haven't watched every special. There's a new one every day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? So there are. I know people taping specials this weekend that I have invitations to go to, and I'm like, it's not going to be special. Stop calling it special. Just call it a comedy show.
Well, the thing is just a habit. It's just a habit at this point.
Yeah, that's all. It's like placeholder.
That's what we call it.
Yeah.
It's not special. Normal. It's a normal. My new comedy normal is out.
It's special to them because they filmed it and written it and they're excited. They film it, put it in the can, edit it. My special thing.
Yeah.
No, my special baby.
A lot of these people are just not hiring the best technical teams to do this stuff. Like you guys with prosumer equipment, bad microphones, all this stuff.
Bad audio is the worst. If you've got bad audio now,
yes. Oh god.
2025, you've got so many excellent cheap options for microphones and even cameras.
Also consider this, and I'm not trying to be a dick here. It comes naturally. In a comedy club, lighting is not set up for video production. It's set up to light the stage as hard light as you can get, bright white
That's
light.
why you got. If it's going to look good, you need to set it up for the thing, right?
Yes, you need a lighting crew who is in charge of the lighting to make it look good for video. Screw the live audience; they're there just to support the production. But a lot of these people just think, "Well, I'm doing it in a comedy club." No, it's like hard, bright light that makes you look as ugly as possible. You need diffused white light and some colored lights and pretty lights and stuff like that, highlights. The idea that you can just go into any performance spot and shoot it for yeah. And then the distribution outlets are inundated with all this kind of stuff, so people end up putting it on YouTube and making nothing from it.
Yeah, but no one makes money from specials apart from like 10 comedians.
Yeah,
the comedians putting out half-hour Netflix specials aren't getting paid anything.
Yeah,
they're getting their dinner paid for and maybe a flight in a hotel.
Yeah.
So the whole reason, if you can get reach through YouTube, it's not a bad idea because more people will see it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's complicated.
Yeah. Every day I'm getting more and more of these fucking people who want to help me grow the channel. Grow the channel. Like, which channel are you talking about? My Spotify, my YouTube, my Rumble, my Twitch? Where are you helping me grow? And iHeartRadio stuff. What are you helping me do? How are you going to do it? I don't want bots. I mean, this whole idea. I don't know if you've seen, like, Twitter lately has been inundated with like bots that they don't even change one letter in the typical thing. So you'll see a post out there and an identical post like 5 minutes later or even 3 minutes later of somebody, and then hundreds of identical posts, and Twitter is doing nothing to combat these bots. And it's just like,
neither is YouTube.
So I don't get the whole and somebody I think it was Kyle Kalinske talking about like the biggest streamer, the guy who was the king of streaming, and I never even heard of him. But he said most of his traffic were bots. And I'm like, well, how long can you sustain that, paying for bots to fool the world that you have 2 million live viewers on your live stream? How often? I mean, you got to be rich, and it doesn't ever pay you back to do that, right? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Not to have bots. If you've got enough loyal, you don't need that many people to support you if they're paying you. But yeah, a lot of bots are everywhere. I think Brett got a couple of thousand bots in his stream a few months ago.
Why does Russ White have tears in his eye?
Are we sure it's eyes? We don't know which letter is missing. We know that EYS isn't exactly where, but it could be tears in my yes. Maybe it's transposed.
Tears in my ears.
Yeah, tears in my yes. It could be tears in my haze. Then he left off the H.
See, I'm just clueless to what things mean. Yeah, you guys, Carl, is this like a big holiday? Businesses close on Rosh Hashanah in the UK?
What the fuck is
Rosh Hashanah? 7 Jews. Yeah,
we don't have Jews. You got Jews. You got plenty of Jews.
I hope not.
Jack the Ripper was an anti-Semite. You have to have Jews.
I'm sure there are some. But I've never met. Actually, an old boss of mine was Jewish. There we go. I've met one.
All right, I'm going to out some people here because in the hair I'm not going to name them by name, but in the hair and the beauty industry, I worked with a lot of people from the UK people. Were rivals with France over hair and beauty, setting the trends, and you had all these kind of high name artists, hair and beauty artists, and a lot of them were anti-Semites, and I couldn't understand it. Like,
you mean just left wing?
Huh? No.
Do you mean just left wing?
No, they were. I remember specifically hearing like marketing people come in who happened to be Jewish, and these hair people would go, them. I'm like, what them? She's like, business people. I know business people. No, oh, you mean because she's Jewish? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but didn't MLK talk about the Jews in that way as well? Like they're ruining black neighborhoods.
I don't think so. I don't think
one of them did. One of them
probably
did.
Malcolm X sounds.
Yeah.
I get confused. The other one.
Yeah, Malcolm X would have said it. Farrakhan would have said it.
Farrakhan said it. Farrakhan would have not stopped saying it. He would have woke up saying
right.
The Jews.
And
the Jews
Jesse
own your
Jackson,
country, right?
and Jesse
the Jews
Jackson,
own your country.
Jesse Jackson was the one who coined Town.
Yeah,
Town. That was Jesse Jackson. I never liked him. He's such a dick.
No wonder he didn't win.
I've had the pleasure of meeting him on several occasions and working with him once. But thank God the time that I actually worked with him, I was working with Dick Gregory. I was assigned to Dick Gregory, not Jesse Jackson.
Gregory.
Yeah, Dick Gregory, Jesse Jackson, Andrew. He was the mayor of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Remember his name? Andrew something.
Andrew White.
Yeah, I don't know, but Rachel Maddow is doing a special on him October 17th.
If we get to October 17th.
Yeah. Speaking of October 17th, did anybody watch Kamala Harris last night on Rachel Maddow? I did. I recorded it and watched it.
No. And what? Did you watch it? And
yeah, I watched it. My wife stayed up with me and watched it as well.
And did she say anything at all interesting? I mean,
another rapture sighting, and this one was horizontal.
Okay. Horizontal.
Yeah, it was that way. It was.
So where is it going?
I don't know. It's like, hey, I'm late.
It's going to a parallel universe.
Yeah, that's why it's going like that. Yeah, parallel.
What did Harris say? Anything interesting? Because she couldn't have said anything. She's got nothing to say at this point.
Well, she has a book out. She has a book out. She has a book called 107 Days.
And it's got a transcript of a phone call she had with Trump, right?
She has that also with
And Trump was supposedly praising her in this phone call.
Kind of. I think the real praise is that he called her by her correct name. He actually pronounced her name.
He got a name right.
Yeah, she said he got her name.
That makes him more of a dick.
Yeah,
because he's saying he knew the right name all along. He was just purposely mispronouncing.
Yeah, but that's his style, isn't it? He's going to do that. He mocks everybody.
That makes him more of a dick, in my opinion. I mean,
not
like severely more of a dick, just a little bit more of a
dick. This is my big takeaway, and it has nothing to do with Kamala Harris per se. But when she was, and I've alluded to this before, and the Reverend is probably going to address this Sunday if he has time. The Kamala, during her campaign, enumerated a few things that she said Trump was going to do if you reelected him. And he has done just about all of those bad things. She says he will become an authoritarian, and he's done it. He's not going to do a damn thing about the price of food.
Become an authoritarian.
Well,
been that.
You understand the thing is he's going to run like one. He's going to have his campaign of revenge. He's going to go after people, and he's going to start eroding constitutional rights. He said all these things, and they're all happening. But there's still people who don't believe it still, but they will believe Nostradamus. They will believe Edgar Casey. They will,
Edgar Casey was pretty good.
I'm just saying, but some of these things you have to twist in such knots to get.
Edgar Casey predicted accurately that I would be doing a digital broadcast on September 23rd, 2025, day of rapture, and somebody would be talking about Nostradamus. That's what this is one of his famous, not quatrains, whatever he had, dreams. So I'm sorry.
Sleep deprivation.
Yes.
But people will believe those things, and they have to twist the wording just to make it fit the prophecies. But they'll still believe in that shit, even if they
do so much work. Are you saying I just twisted Edgar Casey's words about this program? Is that what you're saying? I didn't.
Yeah.
You're accusing me of being a manipulator of false information, a purveyor with my disclaimer when I need it.
Yeah, and to answer Sunshine, yes, she was laughing. She's still laughing. But
I like her laugh.
Yeah, one of my favorite points. Now I haven't read the book yet. I am going to buy it. I asked my wife if she wanted me to buy it for, but I will buy it if I'm going to one of those events where she's signing it, because I'm not going to buy it and it not be signed.
Yeah.
But she was talking about when Trump's Trump had said she was Indian all along. Now she suddenly turned black, and so she was like she was on a plane when she heard that.
When was she Indian? All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And she's suddenly black. She suddenly turned black, and so her campaign manager, I think it was, reached out to her and says, "Well, how do you want to handle this? How do you want to talk to this?" And she goes, "I'm not going to play that game." She said, he does this. He says things that he thinks are going to distract from the fact that he has like no plans and shit like that. So I'm not going to respond to that. She goes, "If I respond to that, then he's going to say I'm not a woman. And then what? He wants me to show him my vagina?"
That's not a bad idea if you're a young man and you're really like horny and not succeeding with women. Just go and accuse them of not being women and make them prove it.
Now some judges had to go and look at a disgusting old French pussy.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're talking about Macron's wife. By the way, she's a fucking. I'm not going to say anything libelous there because she's coming across international waters. But she was fucking 40 and he was 15.
No, she definitely. There's no. You could say whatever you want about all that.
I'm not going to say anything.
She's absolutely a pedophile. She's absolutely a pedophile. She was, and it doesn't go both ways. I mean, we have a double standard. Women are allowed to fuck 14-year-old boys or whatever.
Well, they're not because they go to prison now, right? There's plenty of teachers that go. There's plenty of teachers that go to prison for that.
I thought they get like their own special or something.
Yeah, well, they should.
If you're a hot school teacher, you get like a movie of the week or something.
Listen,
my teachers were never that hot as well.
I would not have ratted my Mrs. Duke.
No, I don't think anyone I know would have either. But I think that still doesn't make it right in a way.
Yeah, Miss Duke is.
You don't think it makes it right in a way?
I would have given her my lunch money. I would have definitely given her my lunch money. Is all I'm saying.
But my teachers were all fucking disgusting. Maybe one supply teacher.
Miss Dukas was the only hot one.
Yeah, we had one or two that I used to kind of like, but not like this. Now they're all 21 and hot.
Yeah. So so there is a double, but she was like in her 30s when she fucked a 14-year-old, right? 35?
They reckon late 30s, like 38, 39, and he was 14, 15. So the timelines are a bit off, but it was not any closer.
Why is he still with her? Because he's got to be 50 now. That makes her like in her 70s. It's crazy. It's crazy, I tell you.
Yeah, it's not good.
So she offered a picture of her vagina or something?
Picture, I think they said like picture and video evidence. So someone's had to look at her old disgusting pussy.
Oh my God. Can't you just take a DNA test? Wouldn't that?
Or here's an idea. Don't do that.
Right.
Ignore it.
Why is it anybody's fucking business?
Yeah. Whatever. Oh my God. Yeah. Don't even bother proving to me anything. I'm not really concerned about. You can be what you want. How about that?
But then Netanyahu comes out and goes, "We did not kill Charlie Kirk. We did not." He's fighting 100 wars at once, right? But he's had time to go. We did not kill that guy, and he made 2 videos.
Yeah,
I would bet
Here's the funny thing: he made 2 videos saying he didn't kill Charlie Kirk, but he didn't make 1 video for each of the Gaza people that he killed.
That would have been like 65,000 videos. That's a lot of video, to be fair.
A lot of videos.
Because he had to do 2 for each person.
But he did kill those people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He didn't do those videos
because he didn't have to. He admits to his guilt. But I would bet my left testicle. Oh, maybe the right one. Which one should I bet? It doesn't.
We'd have to see them side by side to see which one is worth.
Neither one works.
Make your point. Then we'll see which testicle you should have sold to make that point.
I would bet. I would bet everything that Israel had absolutely nothing to do with Charlie Kirk's death. It makes no fucking sense.
You are begging. You are begging for the FCC to take us off the air saying shit like that.
Why?
You can't say that on the FCC.
They had nothing to do with it.
Oh, Jesus, stop it. Why are you spreading this misinformation?
It's everyone else that's allowed to say we don't like Israel. America's not allowed to say it yet because your politicians are all.
No, I would say that I would bet it's my strong conviction that they had nothing to do with it. I'm not saying that it's definitely a fact.
I think this one's unlikely. They sound like a crazy Discord kid.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I haven't heard any compelling motive that Israel would have for killing Charlie Kirk. They said he was against the
You didn't want
Iran
him to
bombing.
say things that he had been saying of late because he was starting to turn against Israel.
I understand that, but he had said
Matt,
those things before
Matt,
they bombed.
hear me out. I'm not saying it was on purpose, but look at the size of the hole in his neck. You said that it could not be a 30-06.
Right.
What about a Jewish space laser? Making a small little hole like that?
I don't know.
Joker size?
I don't know enough about the technical specs of Jewish space lasers, but I don't know.
A Jewish space laser during the day would be a tough one, but he was also under a tent. It would cut through the tent. Also, the fact the Jewish space laser would definitely leave an exit wound, right? They're saying there's no exit wound on this thing.
I'm not saying
that's just chaos,
it was one of their good lasers. I'm not saying it was one of their cheap lasers.
So you're saying a cheap Jew laser?
And you mean they're so cheap? They got the cheapest laser possible?
Yes.
I'm not sure I'm allowed to say cheap Jew laser. But I just said cheap Jew laser now 3 times. So,
I'm only paying 5 shekels for that laser.
Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, so I found one guy who is making he's pro the FBI story. He's just like backing it up with, and this guy is also got legitimate credentials as a gun guy and a forensic guy and a former cop, and he's explaining all of it, even the jumping off the roof, hiding it in a towel story.
I saw one today about a shadow disappearing on the video as well. Someone's tracked it frame by frame. His shadow disappears.
What is he, a fucking groundhog?
Well, I think they're saying the video was edited.
Oh.
And they forgot to put the shadow on the fucking last frame.
6 more weeks of mourning.
Wow. Yeah, so I mean, all those conspiracies, but the majority of them are that could not have been a 30-06. Just one guy is saying definitely they don't know what they're talking about. I think at a minimum, a gun that is designed to take down a bison or a buffalo or whatever you want to call it, a gun that is designed to do that, if it hits a man in the neck, it's going to do more damage than just knock him out of his chair and so he can go to the hospital and see if he can.
Well, I think it cut his brainstem off from his fucking body and smashed his carotid artery and jugular.
Yeah.
Did quite a lot of damage inside. So apparently it does a lot more damage inside. So it probably would have
apparently the Turning Point USA released a thing where the doctor said Charlie Kirk was a man of steel.
The doctors did not say it. The doctors didn't say that. They said there's probably no exit wound, and then they've reworded it to go. They said he was Superman. His bones were so strong.
Like a bone. Like
the doctor didn't say that, did he? It's going to be some fucking crazy person.
He'd have to have bones of like and 1,000-pound animal, like a bone density. Yeah, even to stop a 22, a vertebrae in your neck is not going to stop a 22. Believe in Jesus. He says he does not know the day or hour. People think we're serious about. I'm not thinking today is really anything significant.
Maybe that's the general Jesus comment, though. In which case, Christ is king.
Yeah, when you don't have to say it 19 times in the chat room, there, Nico. I don't know why you keep hitting the. Is it like 19 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. It's a little short of 19. I exaggerated, but. You can believe in Jesus all you want. You can. I will allow it. Now, I don't think that's going to buy you any grace. You believe in him, but does he believe in you? Not in my case. He hates me.
Now, according to the Bible, it says that Jesus says, Jesus is not know the hour. That's why we have to tell him. He doesn't know when to show up. That's why he doesn't. He's like, when am I supposed to go back?
Yeah. And why would he
say something? It's not in my calendar.
Listen, I don't know. I feel bad saying this, but why would Jesus come back? Do you realize how we treated him last time he was here? And he didn't like it. I mean, I think this has been well documented that he was pretty distraught the last few days there.
The big thing is, well, no, because he came back for a month. The big thing is that the symbol of the religion is him being fucking tortured to death.
Right. Yeah. So why would he come back for some more of that? Yeah, I mean, if I go to a business,
people are going to bring up the cross. We believe. He's like, get the fuck trauma. Never heard of trauma.
Yeah, I wouldn't go back.
Or he'd go like, excuse me, Lord, Mr. Jesus, could you sign this nail for me? Could you sign this nail?
But only like 40 people. There weren't that many people that believed him last time, and then he just got murdered anyway. So that's what will happen again, right? Someone will say, "I'm Jesus." They'll go, "Fuck you, kill him."
Yeah,
and then they go, "Maybe it was."
I don't know. This might come as a shock to both of you. So I hope he's sitting down. Okay. But I got into an argument on Twitter.
Oh fuck no!
Did you call someone a Nazi?
No, Dusty Slay, the comedian from Alabama, said God loves you. And my first response to that is, I don't think so. But if God loves everybody, he said, no matter who you are, God loves you. I said, if God loves everybody, why does hell even exist?
It's a vendetta. Sunshine says that Jesus is coming back to get her.
Coming back to get me. Oh,
it's out in the vendetta.
So I said to Dusty Slay, if God loves everybody,
why do babies die of AIDS?
Yeah, why does hell exist? I mean, I love to see them burn. I think is where you're confusing it. Yes, he loves everybody.
No, he likes well done. He likes well done. That's exactly where I was going to go. He likes us well done.
Yeah, and I don't think. Listen, I'm giving credit to God here. If God exists, if He loves me, I could understand him hating me. Is the point I'm trying to make. I mean, I would hate me too. If this is my man, you fucked up. You're no good. You're no good.
We just covered two things. If God likes us, God likes liking us well done. That goes back to the Reverend's sermon about Sea Epic, the Crack the Sky song Sea Epic, which is about cannibalism. God spares the guy and the cook so they can eat the captain and the admiral.
So so he'd probably make me as food for other people. But yeah, so like I could see God treating me if there was such a thing as like I treat a canvas. Like when I start a painting and it's not going the way I want, I just paint over again.
He's gonna have fucked up a lot of things, right? Like we all fuck things up and then do something slightly better. He's gonna have done that with all people as well. Not everyone's gonna be.
But that
I made this one ugly.
And also, God is more like committee. It's not like one God doing all this stuff. There, you have like 12 or 6 gods all trying to create stuff, and they're like, "Excuse me, you're using that mud. I was going to use that mud. Well, use the clay. I don't want to use the clay."
Did this God kill all the other gods? Because in like Greek mythology and stuff, you had like however many gods, and Egyptians, there's gods everywhere. In India, there were fucking elephants that were gods.
Even in the Jewish culture, there's more than one God.
Right.
Yeah, well, Nico now is wanting to kill you. Now, Nico, does that put a hole in your Christianity where you hate Colin and GD?
No, I generally like asking questions. Well, I have people very close to me that are religious, and sometimes we get in these conversations. I'm just interested.
I know. I love though getting a holy roller, somebody who's trying to save me. I love to get them to lose their temper with me, and that like what happened to the forgiveness there? Now that's gone. Now you want to send me to hell.
We used to at university, college. We could do this thing where we text a number, and you get like a grilled cheese for free. The Christians would bring you it in a box, and you could eat it. It was tiny, but you get it. I'd order 2 while I was drinking beers.
Okay, and they would come. Cheese was the processed American cheese food.
That would have been real cheese, but
it didn't matter. It's free.
But I would do it twice to get 2 free grilled cheese while I'm drinking beer, and then make them sit next to me, and then they try and sell you the word of God. And I just do things like, why does he hate gays? And then keep them talking, and then order more cheese. It was great.
Right.
I don't know.
So all you people who say there's no such thing as a free lunch, we just proved you wrong. Come on, bring it.
No, he had to listen to them.
Yeah, that was the price was listening to a sales pitch for 15 minutes.
It's not a monetary.
It's really weird because I am familiar with the term rice bowl Christians, which is what they did in Africa. You know, they said we'll feed you if you convert. But I didn't realize there was also.
I think they still, apparently so. They still do it with like vaccines and stuff, right? Missionaries will go out and go, "We're going to help all your kids, but you need to fucking listen to us and maybe build a church." And if you ever get some money, give us some.
Now, I grew up in a black neighborhood, and we did not have like chicken Christians or watermelon Christians. The people who go by trying to sell us the word of God.
KFC Christians.
No KFC Christians. No.
God damn it.
Wow. No. We didn't even have a KFC until I was.
I thought the C stood for Christ.
Now, when you say black neighborhood, you're not talking about like a Roosevelt, Long Island type
Oh
of
no,
black
no,
people.
we were. Well, it was similar.
A Baltimore ghetto is
Like The Wire. The only thing I can think of is The Wire.
Yeah, but see, that's a funny thing because I grew up in Baltimore, but it wasn't anything like The Wire. Although, I mean, our neighborhood, we had neighbors that were professional athletes, dentists, doctors. Of course, my father was a criminal, but that was only because
he was not. He was more of a DC guy, a Philly
I'll
guy.
say technically he was a criminal, because it was what he did was outside the law, running numbers, gambling, working for the syndicate. That's kind of
Oh, you know
illegal.
what I was thinking the other day? I was thinking your father would be. I was thinking rolling over in his grave, but he was probably rolling around a table like a little white ball.
Like a roulette, yeah. My father.
Because you said roulette, and I
like
think
a white ball.
your father being a gambling guy would know that it's roulette. And you
but he was
roulette.
numbers also. My father did numbers and horses and stuff like that.
Right, but he was not happy with you on this program.
No, he wasn't. No, my father. Yeah,
roulette, the roulette wheel.
I was talking about the watch. I had a roulette watch. How many times do I have to explain? I was talking about the watch. I got my watch and the wheel mixed up.
Oh, okay.
It was a roulette watch, a roulette wheel.
I'm just concerned about your poor father's spirit having to go, because I thought rolling over in his grave, but then I thought, well, no, it would be more appropriate for him to roll around the table like a little white ball.
And that little white ball would have been symbolic of my mom.
I got somebody was telling me I did the wrong thing here. The other day when I told you I did that paint party in Roosevelt, Long Island, the homeowner gave me the biggest financial tip, money I ever got doing a paint party.
Wow.
And then, right, so I'm loading out, and then some of the guests started saying, hey, wait a minute. I was like, what? And then they called me over, and they were all tipping me on top of that.
Oh.
And I just want to get your opinion on this. People were saying I did the wrong thing by accepting those extra tips.
No.
Who
the fuck turns down money, really? Unless you really, there are times where you can say, no, please.
I'm going to tell you, Matt, you helped them. And this is how.
You're working.
People have a notorious reputation for not tipping. And so there are some of us who are tippers who feel like we need to compensate for the myth that we don't tip. I think that we were.
Oh no, I would say my knowledge of Black people on Long Island, they tip more generously than the white people.
That's what I'm saying. But the rumor is that Black people don't tip. And you go to a restaurant. I go to a restaurant. I used to go to a restaurant.
I've heard it, and we're not a tipping culture. Well, I've heard it from this side of the Atlantic.
And he's in England where they only have 12 Black people. Actually, you have more than that, but they're not citizens, right?
Yeah.
Tourists. I'm not counting tourists, but yeah, one thing. So we have a notorious reputation for not tipping, and I grew up with that reputation. I understood that, and so when I got old enough where I was going to restaurants and stuff, I made sure I tipped and tipped better than the white people just to counteract the myth, which I did not realize it was a myth.
Yeah.
So
when are you guys just gonna stop tipping though? Because you realize how fucking stupid it is, right? Not for you, but for the business owners paying their staff fucking $2, $3, $4 an hour, whatever, and then making them rely on tips to live.
If we stop tipping, then we go right into the myth. We go right into the stereotype.
Not you particularly. I'm talking about the USA now in general, right? It's great that but how do you get out of that? How do you force business owners to pay people like a living wage where they don't have to rely on 30% tips to fucking pay the rent?
I don't know. Yeah, just a tip. I think you start by getting rid of all the people who work for those cheap wages. But that's the plan of the administration. Let's get rid of all those fucking people who work for $2 an hour. But that puts the businesses in an awkward position. They can't hire.
But the businesses can definitely pay people $15 an hour unless they're doing something weird or it's a shit business, in which case they shouldn't be in business.
Yeah.
Right.
When I was a young man, I delivered furniture for a very brief period, maybe 6 months. But I found that the rich neighborhoods tip less. The poorer neighborhoods tip more. It's just the way it works. Like rich people sometimes didn't tip at all; they just expected it. You move the refrigerator into 19 different locations. No, I don't think it's better. No, I like it over there.
I tip more now for deliveries and stuff. And I used to be Steve Buscemi and Reservoir Dogs. I was like, fuck you, I'm not tipping.
Yeah.
Now I'll tip here and there, but we don't quite have that same culture because people do get paid reasonably, right, in restaurants and stuff. Well, here we tip if it's good service, although there is more of a culture of tipping anyway, like, but a smaller amount normally.
My wife tips out of fear. My wife is afraid that if she doesn't tip, somebody's going to spit in her food.
But don't you pay after, though?
Oh, did you hear about the woman, the Texas Roadhouse is a chain restaurant. I think it used to be Ruby Tuesday because every Ruby Tuesdays is now Texas Roadhouse. There was a waitress who was complaining that 15% wasn't enough, which she has a right to do. But then she grabbed the money and she was running around the restaurant waving it at the clientele saying 15% is not enough.
That's psychotic.
They called the cops and the cops arrested her. Like she wasn't breaking any law by doing it. She got arrested.
Yeah, arrested is crazy. Maybe fucking suspended,
fired,
shot, beaten, fired.
There's a waitress that was doing it.
Waitress was doing it.
I've seen videos of people chasing people down the street as well, like in New York, like they haven't tipped, and that's crazy too, right?
Yeah, I never expect a tip, and I almost every paint party I do, I get a tip, but I never go in expecting it. I'm thinking no, and on my way there, I'm like, don't expect it. I'm trying to talk myself out of it. You're not going to get any tip from this place, and then I'm very surprised. But one guy, I did turn it down, and this was my very first party, but he offered me to do it on Venmo or PayPal, and I said I am not allowed. At the time, I didn't know I was allowed to accept tips. I didn't know the company Paint the Town was okay with that, so I didn't accept it. My wife said, "Are you fucking crazy? This guy didn't have the cash, but he was that meant he was gonna if he was gonna Venmo you, it was probably gonna be a substantial amount of money because now you have a record of it."
Now, I don't think I ever told this story on the air because I was asked to not say anything to Ron. But this was back when Ron used to run his open mic in York. And it was he and I were the only two comedians that would show up every week, so Ron had the open mic. We have an audience and we'd be the only two comedians doing an open mic for like 40 to an hour to 90 minutes. And one night Ron didn't show up. And so I did the open mic by myself, all 90 minutes. Right. And so when I was done, this lady goes, she says, "How much do you get paid for this?" And I said, well, and actually, what I got paid then was, I think I got as a host, I think they gave us like $30 and they paid for your meal or something. And I said, I got $30. And she goes, "You did like 90 minutes. And then she gave me like another $40. And I said to her, I said, "Well, thank you. I appreciate it." But I said, "But Ron is actually one who runs the room." And she goes, "Well, don't tell Ron." And she misunderstood what I was saying.
Yeah.
But that was not the only time that I've gotten tips to do comedy at an open mic. That same place. That same place I've had people giving me tips because, again,
something's wrong with the universal equation here, because musicians, and I got attacked 20 years ago now. When Facebook first started, there were people running open mics, and I was like, open mic guys, the guys who host these open mics are getting paid good money, and they do. And this is where I'm getting into. Like even 20 years ago, the guy who would host an open mic for musicians would get paid $250 and not share any of that with the talent, the people who are coming up on stage. And I went on saying, you have to give them a cut. If you have 20 people, give them all $10 each or something for coming in. I mean, these are
buy them a drink or something.
Yeah, I know plenty of rooms and promoters here that get paid, and they run 7-8 nights in the same city, and they pay the people nothing. They will give nothing to the comics.
See, you got to be. I go back to the old adage: be nice to the people on the way up. You're going to meet them again on the way down.
And comics are super humble as well. If you give a comic a free drink or like a few pounds, dollars, whatever, they're grateful. They're like, "Thank you. I'm going to come back. It's a good night. I've had a good time," and they're part of it. And I would do it if I ran a night and I was got X amount of money. I would just try and split that amongst the comics. I'm not trying to make a profit.
That's the show I'm doing. I'm doing a show in November, and the people I have. This is not just me. This is with other comedians. But I said, but I'm the headliner. And our cut. And my cut is half of the door. And so I said, whatever we get at the door, I'm splitting it 4 ways evenly. We're all going to share equally because we all made the show. Just because I'm the headliner does not make me special. I'm just the headliner because I'm better than you guys. Doesn't make me special. No, not but the money is being split evenly among all 4 comedians.
Yeah, my buddy's got a room here, and he does exactly that as well. He doesn't even charge, but he does a bucket thing on the way out, so people can pay on the way out. But he does get good money every week, and he just splits it evenly, all the acts.
Yeah,
pays everyone 1 day later, but that's rare.
Yeah. We do have Rapture T-shirts available at MindGoTV.com.
Is this from the last Rapture, or is this from the Rapture before that?
You know what? I don't remember when we did. It's definitely an older shirt. Let me see in the merch place.
Now, okay, Matt, this is going to tax your memory. You've done what? 7,000 shows, 8,000 shows,
a lot
this week.
Okay, how many Raptures have occurred during the time that you've been doing these shows?
I don't know. More than let me just tell you, none of them have come true. This might be a shock, but none of them actually happened. They were all supposed. We have lots of twat cups, by the way. Tough Women Against Tyranny. We have an abundance in the warehouse so you can order your twat shirts on.
How did I miss that? Tough Women Against Tyranny. I don't know how I missed that one. My wife would. I think I should get one of those for my wife.
You should get your wife. Get your wife a twat. Everybody get their wife.
I'm gonna have to bail. I'm gonna shit myself, and I need to make another call as well. I need to leave.
All right, it's been
but I'll what?
Having you. Yeah, no, thanks for
we appreciate you coming, Carl, because we needed to.
All right, see you later.
Have a great day. Here's your twat design. Tough Women Against Tyranny.
Then why would you have a man in it? You should give that job to a tough woman, surely.
Yeah, well, because that's just one thing. There are women.
No, that woman is so tough. She looks like a man.
Yeah,
fair.
That's beyond classified stuff, which we don't even have anymore because the fucking Amish bastard had autism. Oh, I'm sorry. Sit down, come. Oh, forget about it. Sit down and fight like a man.
That's all that stuff's got to go. I mean, we got rid of the Willie stuff. We had to get.
You know what? I got to go in and clean out some of this stuff here. But where's the Rapture stuff? Enjoy the Suffering, which is a good. Buy some of this stuff, folks.
I like that. Enjoy the Suffering. That looks good.
Yeah, that's not a bad shirt. I enjoy the Suffering. This is Have You Seen Me? Have you seen me? Have you seen me? Nobody's coming to save you. Start acting like somebody worth saving anyway.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That triggered Willie into a rant on Facebook, calling me a dick or something. Oh, everybody's worth saving. Hey, obviously not.
That's a good shirt.
Obviously not. If everybody was worth saving, they wouldn't have a Rapture for some of the people, right? So, obviously, I'm not the most.
I think Willie misread the shirt. I think he read savings. Like there's a price.
Seems like there's a lot of merch with this. Nobody is coming to save you stuff. I didn't realize how many items we had with that stuff. I'm just looking for the Rapture thing. The Rapture is like an elevator. You got the up button or down button, and you should push the up button. Boy, oh boy, a lot of this. Nobody's coming to save you.
Are we duplicating some of these things?
No, it's all different items like bears and bunnies and different kinds of shirts, hats, and a little monkey. Boy, oh boy, a lot of stuff with that. Still on the nobody's coming to. I think I made way too many things. Enjoy. This is a good enjoy. That's a good design on this one. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Doc Peterson's. I put my head on it, but Doc Peterson, the chiropractor. That's his.
Why does the chiropractor need a leather glove? No, just
That's what I asked him. It doesn't make any sense. Are you like chiropractic their prostate? What's that all about? A lot of that.
I used to work with the chiropractor. He didn't need gloves.
Different. Enjoy the Suffering. Just me. Hats. Mind
Dog
Come
TV.
on, where the hell are is there a search engine here? I could just put the Rapture in. No, there's no search. We need a search. All products. I want to show the Rapture thing. CD, talk some more while I'm starting.
Okay, well, I was just say I was waiting for you to get to the Reverend stuff. What page are you on?
Reverend, do we still have his? His probably would be all the way in the front now.
No, well, I checked. It was page 11 and 12.
That's what I mean in the front. I mean on the early.
Okay, because I see 24 pages. I think I just saw
the oldest
number 24.
The older stuff. Yeah, we'll keep going back and back. 11.
Rough White says we should give it away. It's like no, it should cost money.
I am gonna start at some point. Kind of come up with like some kind of contest where we can give away like one T-shirt or mug or something every week on this show. Maybe not every single. Oh, here is this the Rapture stuff? Yeah,
I can't tell. Ready for the Rapture.
Yeah, ready for the Rapture. It's in case of Rapture. Push the up button.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so T-shirts for that, and all. Boy, you want to jump to the Rev stuff. I think that Sunday.
Oh no, I didn't. I was just curious. I didn't know what page you were on.
This is 24, so it's probably can't
wow.
Go back. That's back. Yeah.
Well, the Reverend used to be on page 11 or 12.
Wow, I don't think he's there anymore. There's so much new stuff that's not selling. Nothing sells, and the warehouse is full of stuff that doesn't sell. Mind Dog TV. Well, this is a nice, clean shirt.
It could be worse. It could be your closet where you had all the coffee.
Yeah. Oh, well, now don't talk about the coffee. Come on, you're going to break. Oh, this is the Andy Potathon Survivor shirt. I don't know if you remember the Potathon when we were at the.
I don't think I was around for the Potathon.
Ah.
Well, not that one. And in the second Potathon, I wasn't part of it.
This is what we raised for the Potathon: $30,127.01.
That was my donation.
Somebody actually gave 1 penny. That's kind of cool.
That would be me.
That's just
But guys, just so you know, that 1 penny was half of what I made in comedy that week. So thank you very much.
All right, so maybe that justifies it. A guy's dying of pancreatic cancer, and you're giving 1 penny. That seems like
that was half of what I made in comedy. So
more radio than podcast. Turn on your radio. That's I shouldn't even say that phrase because that could just trigger a button to go off, and I don't want that. I don't know where the Rev is. The Rev is in here someplace. I promise you. Me playing guitar. That's nobody's gonna buy that shirt ever. Retro design of Mind Dog TV stuff.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah,
that's from when I had a public access show.
Did you?
By the way,
did you do some cleaning and maybe that's why the Reverend's not there? You got rid of all the Reverend?
I'd rather be in jail. No, I would never get rid of. I still got Steven stuff. Why would I not? If I was gonna clean anything out, I'd clean the Steven stuff out. Audience member on strike. This was about the writer's strike here. Well, that was 2 years ago, right? 3 years.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like some things you need to. Thank you, Sunshine. It looks like you need to maybe do a little cleaning.
Well, that's not my strong suit. The cleaning thing has never been my strong suit. So, I just want to get to the Reverend shirt. Can I just get? Here we go. Sunday will never be the same. Look at that dude! Look, the handsome dude modeling the shirt, and it looks like this: the Church of Last Resort. Sunday will never be the same, and he's holding the good book.
Holding a good book.
That's not a bad design there. So you can buy this stuff, help support the show. And this is this is a Bear Love shirt. This is made for Bear Love with the hippie design on it. Bear Love's probably not even listening anymore. And this design with the lion stuff.
Oh, yeah. I know. I don't even know why that didn't sell. The lion is classic.
It would be a sin to miss it. Come on. This is what you want. $17.99, a bargain, cheap. All right.
Yeah, that is a bargain.
Yeah. So tomorrow we got celebrity chef Chris Lania on, right? And I got to get out of here by 11:30 because I have a show for people who have been raptured.
Okay.
What are we looking at? Is that the face of Jesus? That's the face of Jesus up there.
I think so. I think if you people can't see what I was doing with my finger. I was about to point to the screen, but they can't see that. Yeah.
Is it fireproof? Russ White wants to know. What are we talking about? Fireproof.
The shirts, maybe.
I don't
Because
know.
I don't know. Maybe
How long ago was the time code? 11:20. So yeah, it was just a minute ago. So yeah, it's got to be the. It would be a sin to miss it check that he was talking about, right? Anyways, Sunshine, are you out? You're leaving us? You're gone for the day, son?
Yeah, it's about that time. I think she leaves us to go to see Tony.
No, what do you think is really up with? Because at this time of day, she kind of.
I think she goes to see Tony. That's what Ann does. Ann leaves around 11 o'clock to go see Tony, and she says, great show. Like best wishes, Carl. Have a happy day. See you soon.
I should have Tony on.
See you
it's been
on
a couple
the next
of years
one.
since I've had Tony on the program. I should have Tony on before his show sometime, right?
Well, it would have to be on before his show, I guess, unless we did like a simulcast.
Yeah.
So we're on his show while he's on our show. This show.
Yeah. So yeah. So basically, I have to get out of here.
I met a music producer last night and invited him to come on the show if he wanted to promote his studios in Harrisburg.
Oh, that's damn good coffee. And these Yeti cups are amazing. By the way, we don't sell Yeti cups. This is not a promotion here. Brian Adams, who was a guest on this show,
damn good mystery meat,
sent me this for as a present for talking to him on my show. Brian Adams.
Wow.
But I didn't even know what it was at the time. I was like, what the fuck is this thing? And then my wife explained to me it keeps cold things cold, hot things hot. It keeps coffee hot for 3 hours while we do this nonsense.
And that's without a lid or with a lid?
With the lid.
Okay.
And when I say a lid, I'm not talking like Tommy Chong says a lid. He still says a lid. It's not. It's 2025. It's not.
That reminds me. I have to reach out to him because of the Alan Katz thing I'm doing with. Let's see if I can get him on Alan Katz.
Now Alan Katz is on the West Coast, right?
And so is Tommy.
Yeah, I know what Tommy is. That's why, because I would like to. Every time I get try to get Tommy on the program, it's like, this is really early in the morning for him. Can we do it at 2:00 in the afternoon?
Right.
Coffee with the dog doesn't seem to make sense at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Right.
But it's worth it for him. I love Tommy. It's been 2 years now since I talked to him, so I guess I got to get him back on the show.
Yes, I'm gonna reach out to him, but to get him on the Alan Katz thing.
But you'll do that at night, where it's more comfortable.
Yeah.
And you'll note this when you talk to him. Does he have Fox News? It seems like he's a Fox News guy, Tommy. He's always got Fox News on behind him.
I don't know that when I talked to him, he didn't have any television on at all or any radio, and we went into multiple rooms. I mean, because he was walking, because he said his agent or his handler said he only had a half an hour, and I said okay, and he goes, but he was having so much fun, and he can't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You can't. That half an hour is a half a question.
Yeah, and so I had him on for 4 hours.
Yeah.
So and that's not the longest interview I've done.
Wow.
No, I think Dylan Brody holds the record for the longest, and Perry Kurtz is the second longest, I think.
We could do some kind of podathon. Gambling type of thing. Take your bets on who's going to go long. Like put the long talkers all in one show, and we could just go. We could leave. We like started at 9:00 in the morning, go out and do whatever we have to do. Come back the next day, and they'll still.
Well, we'd have to come in and ask a question, get them started, and then leave.
Yeah. So it's looking like a vagina in the sky to me.
I think that's
Stevie Wonder song. Are you going to say a Stevie Wonder song?
No, I was going to say New Bomb. New Bert, Vagina in the Sky.
Oh, and Vagina in the Sky for your love. That's Ribbon in the Sky. Well, it's close enough. Ribbon, Vagina, they're the same thing. I'm just ribbing you. Show's over. Isn't the show over?
It will be in 2 minutes. If you got to leave at 11:30, you should have played that song like 2 minutes ago.
All right. Well, I'll wait. We're gonna just sit on pins and needles, waiting for a chance to play a song. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh and sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes a time we have to say so long.
And turn on your radio.
Nobody knows that reference. Does anybody know that reference?
I do.
You do, because you're fucking old.
I'm fucking anything that'll let me.
So when is your birthday? Your birthday's November 19th?
Yes.
Are we going to make it to that?
I am, because I got a show on the 20th. So I have to make it.
Do you do that on purpose? You book shows around your birthday? Is like
no. Nobody knew. I said to the venue offered me some different dates, and so the people that I'm performing with, I said, these are our options. What's best for you? And it was November 20th.
Wow.
And I said, okay.
Yeah, that's Thanksgiving week, right?
Yeah, my birthday is always within a week of Thanksgiving.
Didn't your mom die on Thanksgiving? Because my mom died.
No, my mother. I thought she was going to die the day after Thanksgiving. She died the day after New Year's. She died New Year's Day. She died after New Year's Eve. She died New Year's Day.
All right. Well, it's time to say goodbye. It's now time for me to say we'll be here tomorrow with celebrity chef Chris Lanya. Thanks for coming. Enjoy the rest of the day, and don't forget to turn on your radio. Thanks for calling, man.
to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me.